Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. This is Collide, where we talk about everything Marvel and DC. We got these set topics. Today, my title is called Agatha and Penguin Early Review, plus Spider-Man Rumors. And we also got uh Green Lantern to talk about because it's time. It's time to talk about Green Lantern. It's time to talk about these set shows and early impressions on the Penguin show and Agatha. I got my people back in action. I got my man's Nas. Welcome back, Nas. Welcome back.
Me back. Oh, thanks for having me back. And yeah, thanks for having me back.
I got my man's OG. OG, you in the building?
Hello.
I got my man Sky. Sky in the building.
Yo,
And finally, I got my co-host back to back. Pat, you here with me?
Yo,
And there you have it. Today, I wanted to see the early impressions and tell you how I felt a little bit about Agatha. And it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot and heavy because certain people dislike the show the way it is. But this is why we're here to talk about it. Any of you guys felt any way about Agatha along? How do you guys feel? Who wants to go first?
um, I seen I seen the beginning of it.
Hmm.
I gave it some attention. Uh, I'm gonna stick with my answer though from the last podcast. It's just really just not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna lie, but I give it like the production and how it looks. Like I give it like a 7.5.
Oh, thus far,
Mm.
as of now, watching 3 episodes as of now, it's pretty okay. That's what you're saying.
It's okay,
Okay,
but I don't know if like. I don't know if that's like a series I would continue like to watch after like a season.
okay, it's doable. Anybody else wants to chime in?
I
me, bro.
I
Since I
saw it,
see the
but
seasons.
it's not my type of show. It's just not for me. I kind of like Pat and it's not not my type of show that I would want to watch.
What were you saying, Scott?
So me, bro. I'm always late to see things, but I mean, like I said the last podcast, I like the cast. Cast is pretty cool. I just found out the little woman that I like, that's like playing a witch.
Hmm.
She's from that '70s show, The Mother. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's fire.
she's funny
She's
as
fire
hell.
as a witch. I never see. I like that's like a different atmosphere for her because she's always nice. So seeing her as a witch, that shit is actually pretty dope. But other than that, like I feel like I feel like I can agree with everybody. Like it's not really everybody's cup of tea. It looked like it's gonna be pretty good just because of the cast, but like I don't see myself being like sucked into it really too
Okay.
much. You know what I mean,
What about you, Nas? Did you take a look at Agatha all along?
Yeah, as I was saying before you started, I
Hmm.
haven't seen it. I've seen the
Okay.
trailer,
Okay.
but other than that, I haven't seen it yet. I've been watching some origin stories,
Okay.
origin story videos on YouTube, and that's just about. that I've been doing. Just my what you call it research.
All right. Uh, without without spoiling it, I would say this. Um, the way it's written as a comic, but at the same token, the way it's being written, it's it feels like a little bit of infuriatingness going on, and certain ideals that may come across that you might have a problem with. You understand what I'm trying to say, Nas? And OG and Scott and Pat?
Mm.
Uh, restate the sentence.
The what I'm saying is that the way it's being written, not many people would gravitate to it because yeah, let's take the elephant out the room. It's an all woman cast, and there's only but one male
Facts.
in it. There's only but one male in it. So there's the
That don't
the
mean
give and
shit.
take. But you may have that not have that problem. You might be in a category with the 20.3 million views in 7 days that this shit produced. You know what I mean?
Facts. Facts.
Like
I don't know.
no.
I ain't like the setting of the story though. Like I ain't really like the story. Like I know it's the continuation, and I mean of old girl,
Hmm.
from WandaVision and all that. But I don't know. It just didn't give me that. It didn't give me that. It didn't give me that like WandaVision feel. Like I just feel like it's like a continuation, like a different aspect on Agatha's side. Like I just think it's just her aspect. Nah, I mean, I don't even know if like if it's gonna like play a major part in everything, but
Son.
I don't know. It's just like it's like one of those cringes. Like it's like a
Yeah.
cringe to me.
I that's what I'm saying. Like for 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 me and Pat and you Sky and stuff like that, we look at it. We take our idealisms out of the equation and to base it on its merit. And sometimes basing it on the merit confuses the idealism of what we believe in. You know what I'm saying? So it is there.
Fact.
There's always a clash between what is being given to the audience and what is not given behind the scenes, and how the writing is created behind the scenes to make it look like women empowerment, or and
Facts.
you know what I'm
Facts.
saying,
I can
like
see it. I mean, they
look,
got that one black girl. You feel me? Like I can see. That's why I understand when you said like, nah, I mean, you didn't really like you said talking about the script and everything, like the whole the plot and everything. I
yeah,
can see where it's like that, because that's the type of era that we in right now. So
yeah.
that's actually that's accurate.
But at the same token, I don't know if every male is pretty much oblivious. There were females that kicked ass. Like when men had to go to work, females had to know how to shoot a gun, how to take care of business. I don't
Or
understand.
anything that we can do, they could do the same thing or better, bro. You know what I mean? That's what the biggest killer is. Like, nah, I mean, we practically equal. Like, I mean, you can't, I mean, you can't say that. I mean, a female can't do this or a female can't do that because I mean, it's some females that done did more, more better stuff than me personally. Like, I can't speak for y'all, but like, it's females that done did better accomplishments than us. You know what I mean? So the whole female empowerment thing. I mean, I understand it. Now, I mean, it's like a little agenda, but like I said, I like the cast. Like the cast is pretty cool. I mean, they got that one, like I said, the one black girl and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I feel like the witch. I feel like the witches though, the witch thing. I think that's just as played out as wolves and vampires and shit like that. So I
Hmm.
feel like it's just as played out. Like I don't see it as like something like really exciting to really like stay on. Like how
But
we like
yeah,
how
yeah,
we do.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't feel like it's one of those things where we like it's gonna like we're gonna just keep talking about it. Like I don't feel like it's one of those. Like they don't give
It
me
de-
that type of vibe.
it depends, cause I don't know because like until all you guys watch all of season three, all of the whole season, then we can be able to see why they brought Agatha along. They
Facts.
might be things behind the scene that the writer is writing slowly so you can understand the whole dynamic of what's going on and what's going to be presented in more shows and more films. You like, you know what I'm saying? So this,
But all of realism, right? The
mhm.
audience, right? Like, how do you like in all realism when you look at Agatha and the whole Marvel thing, like the whole Deadpool thing
Mhm.
and all the big bangers that they about to drop. Like, how do you really like? How do you really feel about Agatha? Like, is it something that like you
For
would want
me,
to take the time to put the time into, or is it like, I mean, I
for
can, but is it worth it?
for me, well, um, for me, it's like I put it like this: it's watchable. It's not like it's not like I can't watch it. It's not like I'm gonna watch it again and repeat motion. But I will bring
Facts.
it up. I will bring it up when it's time. After everything blows over and everything sets to the fortitude, then it will be talked about even more. Right now, there's
So
only
you
three.
agree with Pat 7.5? You agree with the 7.5
The
for
the
right
the
now?
set the 7.5. I think that he made a higher count of a number based on what he sees. But for me, as of right
Facts.
now, it's a five because it's watchable and it's funny. I love that the girl from the '70s shows make it funny, make it like
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it.
and that's the only thing I like about it, bro. Like, just her, like I know she's gonna make Agatha like that show because everybody like, I'm a fan of her, so I don't know if it's other people that's fan of her too. You know what I mean? So I mean, like I said, I like the cast, bro. I mean, I'm not really into like the little witch thing, but like I want to see like what she's trying to do and what she's trying to accomplish throughout the whole plot of the whole seasons and stuff like.
Not no, not no, not only that. I want to be able to understand why Teen is asking her, "I need your help to get to the witch's road," because
Facts.
without him, there wouldn't be a coven. So
Facts.
that's what I want to. That's what I really want to know about the direction of the writer is doing, because like it could be so many open ended towards why he's asking that, and Agatha is thinking that that's his son, but it's like you know other people is like other people in is that's telling the story is telling that Teen is somebody else, you know. But overall
That's crazy.
speaking, for Nas watching this show is like it's like having a good burger, bro. You know what I mean? It's like having a good burger. I don't know what type of burgers you eat. Maybe you eat turkey burger, but I eat the good beef burger. You know what I mean? A good beef burger with some bacon, with some onions, with some pickles. You know what I mean? This is the flavor that Agatha all along gives. You know, and 9.3 million people liked it in 7 days. How is that possible?
Oh,
You
okay.
know, 9.3 million views in 7 days. So there is some audience that says is enjoyable. I've, you
But do
know,
you think it's gonna be like an audience? It's gonna be a big audience, like you think it's gonna be like one of those things that's like a major, like it's like a major, like it's gonna be like okay, like it's anticipated. I guess I'm saying like you think like the
yes,
audience are really like is it one of those big things like just as much as like the movies and shit.
yes, it is because the way the writing is being written, the way the writing is being
And who
written,
made that? That's Disney. That's
yeah,
Disney or Paramount.
Disney,
That's Disney.
yeah, Disney,
Yeah, see that's the only downside I don't like, man, because you know how Disney is, bro. You know how Disney is, like. Uh, that's I think that's where the cringe come in. I think that's where my cringe come into play. Like Disney, you know how Disney's cheesy as hell when it comes to like certain like Marvel things. Like
okay,
so I mean I'll give it a chance, but like me personally, like just like how everybody feel, I feel like there's
mm,
a lot of people that would feel like the same way we feel. You feel me? I feel like they like it's one of those things, but I don't like it's not really like impactful. That's how I feel at least.
Go ahead, Nas.
Question.
Go
In
ahead.
terms of that 9.3 million people who saw the first episode and liked what they see,
Hmm.
what is that demographic like?
That
Because well,
okay.
Disney, um well, not just Disney, but studios in general, they don't always make stuff for the comic book audience. They try to change stuff about it to make it appeal to a different demographic, which sometimes make the comic book walls praising it for the story in and of itself. When you look at the story, it's rather weak. Now,
Not
that being said,
necessar not
See, and
necessarily.
that's what I was saying, bro.
that
And
being
and,
The,
and,
said,
I, and I agree
that
with
being
him
said,
all the way because that's what we was
that being
talking about.
said,
That's why exactly what I was talking about
those
when I
nine,
said
that
Disney.
being
It's
said,
cringe.
that 9.3 million viewership that said yes, they like this.
mhm.
What are they liking it for the sake of it being an all female cast and they have to stand up for women, or what, or are they
No,
actually
they're
liking it
not looking at
because
it. They're
it
not
does
looking at it
something
like
right?
that. They're looking at it for
And is the
what's
majority of the audience
what's
kids?
coming. N- no, they're a
Okay,
little bit of us. I mean, it's PG, of course. It's PG 13. I'm assuming that there's a younger audience that is watching it, but but it does bring out the because like the thing that I'm thinking of, the reason why they're watching it is because they thinking that because she comes from Agatha and the Darkhold was made by Mephisto, so they're thinking that this right the reason why they brought Agatha is to understand Mephisto more. So
facts.
so I that's what I'm thinking on the direction that the writer's trying to push. They're trying to push a way of getting a demographic that can love a female lead character from from WandaVision. From
Yeah,
WandaVision
yeah,
and
but she ain't no Wanda. She ain't no, you know what I mean? She ain't no Wanda though. You feel me? Like, but that's what I said. She's like she make me feel like she like a regular witch or something. Like, you know what I mean?
she's
Just
a
like
everybody
she like
knows that she's a
she could
B
look like
list
it could be Harry
character.
Potter or some shit.
No, I got to she's up there in terms of what she's capable of doing, but I
I
don't
mean,
think she
yeah,
gives main character energy. I don't
that's what
think
I'm saying.
she
She don't give
deserves a
me she
whole
don't
show
give me that
dedicated
type
to
of
her.
energy either.
I think she
Like,
could be in the background, kind of like how the Ancient One was um
Mm.
facts.
in Doctor Strange. Besides, in the comics, apparently, as powerful as Agatha was, the most important thing she did, besides annoy the shit out of Wanda in the comics, was to
Hmm.
watch Frank Reed Richards' kid
Yeah. So
was babysit, and and no one even knew that she had powers. That's the most important thing she did.
that's the thing. Now
So why would
we
a
as
character like this get
that's what
a whole show dedicated for herself?
you answered it, Nas. That's what I'm trying to
Hmm.
say. The writer is writing because the writer,
Maybe it's the lack of knowledge for me.
yeah, because the writer is presenting it this way to come out with another plot twist of what she actually wants to write about because not many people know who Agatha is, who really Wanda is. Like why in the WandaVision Agatha told her that she's supposed to be the sorcerer supreme of all witches and shit. Mephisto made her, and all this stuff is going on. Words is flirting, and uh,
But a lot of people do know who Wanda is, though. That is why
us
everyone
us
was clamoring
fans,
for
us
Mephisto to
fans,
show up.
us fans, and us
Millions of
comic
people are saying,
cut.
"Oh, this is that. That means this gonna result in that happening." So
Yeah, that's the
even if
possibility.
people don't know, they're being told what is what.
Yeah, that's the possibility. That's just theorizing, just to let you know, YouTube and Facebook community. We're just theorizing. We're doing a theoretical of what the writer is possibly trying to convey the message with their three 3 episodes that they just produced. And just like me, I watched all 3 episodes. Me and my wife watched all 3 episodes. We loved it. The girl from the '70s shows got us laughing on her little rantics and stuff like that. Agatha was more serious to the hip. It was like, she didn't get me to the laughing matter, but the Black Heart got me to the point where she gonna kick her ass if she don't get her powers back. Like, you know what I mean? And then you got the Salem Seven looking like some fucking crazy mass murder shit, like ready to kill you type shit. So like the Salem Seven got me. They didn't get me cringe. They got me to the point like, okay, I'm watching a horror film. It's not that. It's not like, oh, it's Jason versus Freddy. You know what I mean? No one can top that. But it has me to a level of understanding what they're trying to portray, Nas and OG and Sky. I'm just looking at it from the from the writer's perspective that I believe in, that they're trying to portray. I could be wrong, you know. Just like, I'm sure you guys is looking at Deadline, and you know, again, people is loving this show. I think because of the comedic of it, the comedy of it, and how they're able to uh make make it juicy in 30 minutes. You know what I mean? In 30 minutes, they're making it sound bites. They make you.
Wait, these are 30-minute episodes.
Yes.
Let's go. But how much can you do in 30
See,
minutes for a
that's
live
what I'm
Thirty.
action?
saying, bro. Like, I just feel like, what I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like, what I mean, it's gonna be good, but I agree with Nas, like that whole Disney thing. Know what I mean, you know how Disney is. Know what I mean,
Mhm.
they get a little bit um they get out of proportion with the kid shit. I mean, like they're not always. And then, like I said, it's witches. So, no, I mean, I agree with I guess I agree, like, as far as the audience, because I feel like maybe the audience likes like how I do. I like the lineup, so I feel like
Yeah.
maybe like half of the audience, at least half of them, like just like
Yeah.
the lineup of the cast. Like,
There it is. That's how we're gonna stick to. You know what I mean? Hopefully, guys, Agatha don't fall viewership, because now I'm gonna be constantly watching the viewership. If if it goes to episode 4 on Wednesday and the viewership just died down from 9.3 to maybe 7.3, there's a problem there. There's a problem that maybe that particular episode didn't resonate to people, and then that's when it started jumping viewership, because of certain episodes didn't give that same sound bite as 1, 2, and 3 did. But um let's move on to the next, shall we? Going on, my all-time favorite 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 show that I was anticipating is the Penguin Show. The Penguin Show was very, very awesome, guys. I don't know if you guys watched it. Did you guys have the time to watch the Penguin Show?
oh, it dropped. I didn't even know that, yo.
Yes.
I didn't even know it dropped. Okay, that's fire. I'm calling that shit Max Penguin, bro, because that shit give me Max Payne vibes.
Well,
I'm calling
well,
that shit
at
Max
least you
Penguin.
can watch 1 and 2 after this podcast.
Did you see it?
I seen 1, and 1 was awesome. 1 was so awesome to the T that got me and my wife jumping to our phones. Like the way
Hmm.
the way the
I
penguin was
expected that.
going.
I expected that. I
I
expected
see
that.
people singing his praises a lot, which is good.
Yes.
But I don't know. For me, I already saw such a wonderful penguin in what's the dude name, Lord Taylor, whatever his name is from Gotham. But
Okay.
it's kind of hard for me to want to see someone else take a stab at the character. But he did. even if some of this stuff he did was not comic accurate, just his performance alone
Yeah,
made that just he carried the show whenever he was on screen. So
yes, he did.
so I don't know how to give that time, or to give someone else an opportunity to try
You
to top that or come close to it or
you
whatever.
got to. You got to because there's other penguins that can top the Gotham one.
Yeah, perhaps, but
No, ain't no
just of
perhaps.
sheer
It is.
characterization
Nah,
alone,
It is.
Batman forever,
From
forever.
it,
you
so you
watch this
talking about
penguin, you watch the
you
come
talking
up.
about you talking about Batman Forever is not from Penguin.
I love that
It's
penguin.
not better than the Penguin on Gotham.
Oh, not this one. But
Not by a
nah, I just
man.
I like the
Mm-mm.
aura of it though.
Danny
Like
Come
I
on.
like
DeVito
the
is not better
whole
than that
atmospheric
other guy.
feel. Like it feels like some real. It feel like some real life shit. That's the reason why I like it so much. It's like it feel like some like it's not no superhero. It's not no Batman shit. It feel like it's like like a little bit more dark and down to earth.
The Gotham one or the movie one?
Not the newest Penguin. I
Oh,
feel like that's why I
okay.
like it so much. It's like it's really like it gives me like a realistic feel. It doesn't give me a Batman feel. Like I don't even feel like if I wasn't a Batman fan and it wasn't called Penguin, I would not give it the name Penguin. Like it just don't give me that feel. Like it give me like a dark mafia movie or something like that. No, I mean don't give me Gotham. Like
Did you OG or Pat watch the Penguin?
Yes, I I
Nah,
really enjoyed it. It reminds me of more of an organized crime show rather than a superhero show, and I liked it. The problem is sometimes I have a hard time keeping track of what's happening in organized crime movies, and I don't know if they know this, but it's related to a different movie, which I talked about in earlier podcast.
Which one?
The Batman.
Yeah, the same writer that wrote Batman is the same person that wrote the Penguin.
So, so I think
It's a series, pretty much.
I feel like the Batman, the Penguin, and the Joker is all connected.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, it takes long to make up organized crime rather than superheroes, and I like that. But
Yeah.
it can go a little bit too fast, like other organized crime movies,
Okay,
but that's just a bigger thing.
that makes sense. What about you, Pat?
I didn't see the Penguin movie. I
The
mean, not the
show?
movie, the show. I didn't see the first two episodes yet, but call it? Um, Nas was saying something about the Penguin and Gotham,
Mm-hmm.
and I, I, mm, he did play the role well because I did like that series. Like, I wish they never
And
continued
it's
that
probably not
series.
even the most. It's probably not accurate at all. And this is one of those times where, well, for Gotham, the villains carried that show. The main characters, but when you saw Penguin on screen, like some, I don't know if it's because like he's some theater kid or something growing up in school or whatever, but he did his thing on that fucking show. He really did his thing. Just watching him go from just the dude to I guess picked on and working for Fish Mooney to become saying I'm the king of Gotham, even up to his ridiculous what the shit that was at the end of that series when he started having the monocle and then wah, wah, oh, I loved all of it. I love all of it. They got different eras of the Penguin essentially, and he was able to play all of them well. Not to say I was captivated every single time I saw this dude, and that's rare for me.
What were you saying, Pat?
I was saying like I feel like he did like a good job playing the role, but he doesn't really fit the penguin description.
Mm.
Very true. Very true.
And that's why I said the first time I said, yo, it don't give me that Gotham Penguin feel. It gave me like a whole like mafia movie, like some old fashioned classic shit or some shit. Like as soon as you see the trailer, it's like, oh, what the fuck is going on? This nigga blowing up cars and shit. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is Penguin. Like if you didn't put Penguin to it, it'd be a mafia movie. It wouldn't be no Gotham shit. It
But
don't give me
mind
that
you,
like just
but
like how
mi-
the
You're
show
right,
Penguin was. It don't give me that feel.
but mind you, you have to
and that's
understand.
good.
You have to understand with this particular writing of the Penguin, they want to show you the mafia side of what was going on in the background of Batman's era. They want to show you that.
Fact.
They want to be able to show you what drugs was going on in the background that no one knows about. They just see
Fact.
Batman is
Yeah,
trying to take out the Riddler, trying to take out the uh
I like that.
try,
I
just
like
trying
it.
to take out different enemies of Batman, but not knowing the background of it. And it gave that's what I liked about the Penguin because it gives me the still Gotham as field, where Gotham was more about what was going on in James Gordon's eye. You know, Gotham was viewed and based on that, where we still didn't know what was going on in the background and shit like that, because like it was like a Batman s lead character s, but it was more about James Gordon because I believe with Gotham it was pretty much leading towards that. But yeah, it was different stuff was going on in Gotham. The Penguin is more about the big top dogs that about to come out and start dumping niggas. Like that's what the Penguin show is gonna relate to. Yeah, they took a little bits and pieces of mafia set shows to gravitate to audience of
You could tell.
this is this
Even
is
the
the
main
type
character,
of
he looked like he a mafia head, like he about to go whack somebody. You could tell just by the atmosphere, the action in it. You could tell it's like a mafia movie. Like it's like pretty much like I don't know. It don't give me like it has anything to do with Gotham. It's just like whatever the gangs or whatever was going on in the streets of Gotham. Like
yes,
so, I mean,
that's what they're
I
trying
like the
to
feel though. I like the feel. Like that's what makes me like attract to it because it don't give me that like oh this is some superhero shit feel. It give me like yo this some like some street shit right feel. It give me that
Mm.
type of feel. Like I said, it just remind me of like Max Payne if he was old or something. Like it just give me that Max Payne feel for some reason. Like I said,
but you got something to elaborate, Nas and Pat, before I ask y'all a question. This question is gonna be juicy.
I was gonna say, yo, if they have Black Mask or what's the dude named the or Scarface, Warren with Penguin of a territory and some shit like that, yo, it's gonna be whoa.
Hmm.
it is. It's gonna be that. They already started showing parts of that where like I mean
Really?
Falcone and all them. I mean they started showing parts of that just in the trailer alone. You
All
could tell
right,
it's gonna be like that
all
because
right.
it looked like
Because
he
I
trying to
haven't
take
seen the
over. So
trailer, so that's on me.
oh yeah
Word.
yeah it's gonna be that though. It's definitely gonna be that.
All right, bet, 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 bet.
I like the feeling, man. It don't give me like it like no. I mean, it's not like I don't feel like it's like like I think this is like a up to date penguin. Like me, like I love like Batman Forever and shit. Like I mean I like Batman Begins and shit like that. So I like those versions of Penguin, but this version right here is like more. It's more real. Like this is what Penguin would be. I don't see like a fucking fat ass guy with a top hat on with the No, I mean I don't see that in this. Like I don't see that in this. So this is what that's what made it fire. I'm like,
Yo,
oh, this
hopefully
penguin?
he's ruthless
Oh
too.
yeah.
Hopefully
Oh,
he's
Oh, you know he's
fucking
ruthless. You
ruthless.
know
bruh,
he is.
Like
You
give
know
us
watch it
he
tonight.
is.
some next level petty shit,
Watch it
just for the
tonight.
sake of it.
When you
Oh,
watch
Yeah.
when
I
you
just hope
watch
he
it,
ain't soft with it though. Like
you touched my loafers? What? Oh, don't worry. I kidnapped your wife and yeah, I'm just cutting her piece by piece now. I'm feeding her to this dog that I have in the back. Some That's how he is in the
facts,
comics. Like, you're scared just to
facts.
like ah just to
See, but
be around him.
I like
You
the
don't accept
penguins. I
him
like
as
the
your mom.
Gotham penguin too though. Like I like that one too though. That penguin, like him as a young penguin, that shit was actually pretty fire. I like it like you know what I mean
Mm-hmm.
that type of penguin. But like I said, this one give me a more like a raw. It give me like this is like I feel like this is like the Batman like the last Batman we just had. I feel like
hmm
that he's part of that storyline for some reason, and he like
yeah, he
I feel
is.
like like I said, I feel like the saga.
They said
I feel
that
like
It
the
he
is.
might
saga
show up
of the villains is
or
gonna
it
be
might not.
fire, bro. They're
Yeah,
gonna make it way better than Batman, bro.
he's connected to Batman.
Oh,
Yeah, but
is he
yeah,
connected
it's
to
in the
Joker
same
too?
universe,
Yeah,
but they're talking
it's
about
same
like he's
universe.
not gonna be showing up a lot.
Oh, so Joker, so the Joker and this Penguin show is in the same universe.
Yes. Oh
Wait.
Oh,
no.
all right,
Joke.
all
That,
We
right.
don't know
that
yet.
what
We
I
don't
was
know yet.
thinking.
Well, you're
Oh,
not
you
talking
said we
about the
We
don't know
one he
don't know
changed,
yet.
yet.
right?
We
You're
don't know
talking
yet.
about the one that was played by the
We
dude
don't know yet.
from Eternals.
Because that's the only
What
one
for?
thing we don't know. We don't know if that's gonna happen.
That's a banging ass theory though.
Yeah, it is. It actually pretty is. Cause like
That,
the
And like I said, they make they make the villains better than the Batman movie, bro. Like I said, I'm not a fan of that Batman movie. So if they make the villains better than like the villains
Which one?
better
The
than
last
that
one that they
Batman
made?
movie, I'm cool with it. Yeah, I didn't like that one, man. I really didn't. Like niggas already know how I feel about that one, bro. I say it every like
Preach.
almost every podcast, bro. That shit was booty.
that
My
makes
boy
sense.
Batman look like he a regular nigga.
I, I don't,
Preach.
I don't, I don't know if you remember movie guys, but I had to figure it out. They were all connected and the previous podcast. But
Mm,
Batman, the Penguin, and the Joker are all connected. And we're all
yes.
gonna converge later down the road. I don't know if
Yes.
you guys remember that or not.
Yeah. But definitely. Um the question I have for you guys is that since we all love it, right? Why is it a smaller viewership than Agatha? It's 5.3 million on one episode. And this episode in this
Different
episode of
target
Penguin,
audience.
this particular Penguin show is an hour. So you're not getting 30 minutes. You're not getting 30 minutes. You're getting a full hour of the Penguin. You know what I'm saying? So that's the question
I'll
I
take
have
that
for
over
you
Agatha.
guys.
I'll take that over Agatha. I'm sorry. I'll take it over. I'll take that.
Different target
I feel like I'll
audience.
be more sucked
Different
in.
demographic.
Yeah,
They might overlap, but it's not the same demographic at all.
Facts.
That makes sense. That because like
I only give Agatha that because it's Disney, bro. That's the only reason I give Agatha that because it's I already know
There
how
we go.
Disney is, bro.
There we go.
I only give it to her because it's Disney.
that's crazy. Because a lot of
But
people,
overall, you know how DC is, bro. We like DC hard. They don't get easy. Like we don't get easy views off of certain things. You know what I mean? You know, it's either gonna be a hit or
yeah,
miss when it comes to DC shows. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that's one of the weakest points I feel like DC got is like their
They
TV
haven't
shows.
been doing a
Me
very good
personally,
job at portraying characters, so I can't fault the audience for their mixed feelings over these characters from DC. Marvel too, but yeah.
well, that
Marvel
was
got it
the
easy, bro. They got Disney. They got
yeah,
Disney. They got it easy. Like
like you know what I mean. they made 5.3 million views in in 1 day. So that's good in my book. Where you got
It's
53,
fire.
you got 5.3 million people watching in 1 day and anticipating the
Yeah,
spinoff.
off of one episode, nigga. What?
Yeah,
Oh, one episode,
like
like that's
you know
fire.
what I mean. That's a win in my book. And the
And
Penguin
I
show.
agree with all those millions. Like, I agree with all 5.3. Why they picked that? I agree with that. Like, I mean, it's just the feel of it, bro. Once you seen the trailer, you like, oh, I want to see this. Like, I mean, when I see Agatha, I'm like, this can. Like I said, I had a little cringe on that one, so I
Jordan.
was like,
Yeah,
this can be okay, or this can be cheesy, or this can be actually good. Like, it gave me like three options, but this is like, all right, well, this shit got mad action in it. Know what I mean, I feel like it's gonna be a couple spots where it's just dialogue and it might get a little boring and shit like that. I don't see Penguin being like all action. You feel me? If there's gonna be some mafia shit, it's gonna be a lot of dialogue. I'm telling you, you're gonna have to really get into the story, like because you're gonna miss
the
what people talking about.
yeah the dialogue of Penguin is awesome, bro. I'm not even gonna hate. I'm not even gonna hate the dialogue with Penguin. But the Penguin with dialogue is very very awesome in the way they portray
I
him.
just hope it's not too much though. You know what I mean? Like you can have a lot of dialogue. I mean, because like I said, it's like a mafia movie, so I can understand where the dialogue come in and they're talking about everything, and you're gonna have to catch all of that. But I just hope it's just as much action as it is dialogue.
Okay,
It can be all, as far as I'm concerned, it can be mostly dialogue. I don't care, just as long as the dialogue is not boring and it actually moves the story along, where you have to focus on the words that are being
Facts.
said, to know who's doing what, who's has ties with who, what is it, why is does this person not fuck with this person, and what's the end goal here or whatever. As long as it makes sense and it moves the story along, where it doesn't feel like, oh, that line didn't wasn't needed, or okay, why are we focusing on this, you know.
that
I
makes
want to,
sense.
if I'm watching, I want to be like glued to my seat, like, oh, I can't wait. Oh, don't do that. I want to feel the suspense. I don't want to be really looking at caption and I see suspense music on down below, and then the scene that I'm seeing that's supposed to be suspenseful is not as suspenseful as the
Bro, they made
suspense
it. Bro, they made the
subs
trailer look like a movie.
you know.
They
That
made the
makes sense.
trailer look like a movie. Like, know what I mean, and most of the trailer was all action. So you already know how movies is when they put in all the action and part of it. So I feel like, know what I mean, I feel like it's gonna be mostly dialogue. You know what I mean? But I just hope it's not slow to where you kind of lose attention to what they talking about.
Hmm.
But I
Hmm.
feel like it's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be like a lot of dialogue. I
It's
feel like
going
it
to be a
is,
lot of
but
dialogue.
but
If
I
it's
but I, but I also need the same amount of action though too, because you ain't gonna show me all these action, this nigga flipping cars and shit, blowing up and shit, and then but by the third episode, that's when they start doing that shit, like, or the fourth episode, you feel me? Like, give me a
you want
little bit of
action,
action,
go to Batman.
add
Go
on to
hard.
it, like, you know what I mean? Give me a little bit, like, give me something to
At,
keep watching. You know what I mean?
at least the Penguin show has a someone to piggyback off. Because like the girl that's she makes me feel like she's about to take this nigga head off. She makes me feel like she's crazy. Know what I mean? The the actress that playing as the daughter, and she's just like going ham. Like the way the conversation is like artistry. So that's why I was like, yo, the Penguin show gives me that vibe of how how you can disrespect somebody in the artistry form of the disrespect of the sound bites that each other gives each other in the Penguin and Agatha.
Do you
I
see the ripple effect to that shit? But do you
the
see the
what?
ripple effect to all that? The
What you
ripple
mean?
effect. Now let me now hear me out. The ripple effect from that Batman movie, right?
Okay.
That ripple effect to me personally, it was so bad that now everybody's looking at the villains. They're giving like more of the Batman villains, more of the scenery. You feel me? So now they're in more into action, and that Batman movie wasn't. It was action, but it wasn't that much action. Like, you know what I mean, it had a couple scenes, but you know what I mean. I feel like that ripple effect off that fucking Batman movie made this and that Joker movie and this show right here, it made it more like more actiony. Like it's more actiony than how the movie was. Like the little ripple
Remember,
effect of that movie made the villains more lit.
but remember, uh, the Joker is coming from a different writer, right? And
Yeah,
you
facts.
see you see that in Joker 1. And then we're gonna see that again in Joker 2. With the Penguin,
Facts.
you already know who the writer is and who the producer is because it's the same person that created the Batman. Um, that's the Robert Pattinson. And with Robert
Yeah, but
Pattinson,
even if you take like the but even
what
if you
happened?
take the writers from the side, right? Take them out.
Yeah,
Take them to like even if you take the writers out, like say if we wasn't even talking about the writers, right?
yeah.
Just the feeling alone of those two things, which are villains,
Hmm.
their fan base, which Joker has a big ass fan base. Just his fan base probably bigger than Batman's. You know what I mean? So just his fan base
Yes.
alone, off of that, which he's a villain. You feel me? I feel like in the first Joker was fire. I feel like that was better than the Batman movie. So I feel like that ripple effect made the villains look way more harder than what that Batman was.
That makes sense. I'm not.
Without putting like the writers in it, without putting like you know what I mean who did what, like because we all know the Joker is a different person and the Penguin's a different person, but just overall the feeling of both of those movies, like the feeling off of that show and the feeling off of that movie, I got a better feeling off of those than that Batman movie, and I love Batman. You feel me? Like
What
and that's what I mean by a ripple effect.
the question is, why did the writer made you feel like like he made you feel like a back in the smack was worth it? Why would he make you feel that way, Scott? Like he made you feel like, yo, okay, this Batman sucks. But you're the same writer and you're giving me the Penguin. Like you're giving me that action that I've been craving for. And now you
Yeah,
give it
that's
to
what I'm
me
saying.
now.
It's the same. It's not the same energy. Like, why you give it to me in
Why don't
Penguin,
you
but you ain't give it to
I
me in
think
Batman?
it's
Like,
based on the actual character that you're writing for. Sure, you can be an amazing writer or whatever, and you produce shit and quality
okay,
at the same time type shit, but it's based on the character that you're trying to write and the
okay,
type of story you're trying to tell. If you're not fully, I'm of the personal belief that if you're not fully equipped to write a particular story, but then you take it on, you're not gonna exactly get the best quality. But if there's another character that's already the type of character that already that thing is, if it's suited to the style, your specific writing style, then no problem. It's gonna flourish. You're gonna do wonders.
that makes
but
sense.
why big Batman, right? But what I'm saying is like, why make the Penguin look so fucking fire? The Joker movie looks so fucking fire, but then when you give me this Batman, I feel like it wasn't enough. I feel like everybody doing their part, but he didn't like that movie didn't play his part. Like the Penguin show, bro. I feel like is a little bit more like it gives me a better feel than that Batman movie. Like even when they had the Riddler in it, the Riddler didn't even give me that good feel. And I like I said, I like I love Batman. So
I did not
like
like
the
the Riddler.
villains are yeah, he was corny, bro. Like I like the other Riddler better.
I did
Like
not
the
like
other
the
Riddler with
Riddler
the question marks, I like that
at
one
all.
better. Like that other
It
one looked
was
like he
shit.
shoot up schools or something. Like it was weird. Like I'm like this nigga a weirdo. Like she was
Well,
dumb. Like I
I'm
mean,
looking at him like, what a fucking dork.
yeah, like that shit was so corny, bro. Like
well,
like, like I felt like they could have did better on that Batman movie, but being that they didn't do enough, they was like, all right, so let's make this Joker movie fire and let's make this Penguin show fire. Like, and that's what I mean. Like the villains have more after that movie. The villains look like they got more juice off of that movie than Batman did.
Okay, that makes sense. That make total sense of what you talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Because like watching the Batman, it did give me that vibe. Like it was like kind of mediocre, I would say, with Robert Pattinson. But I hope that he comes on top on the second one. because
Shit wasn't good enough, bro. It just wasn't good. It didn't give me that. It didn't give like it was like somebody like it's like a woman teasing you like she jerk you off and right before you about to
this
come to
nigga
your stop
this
like all
nigga
right
just
we're
said
done
that.
like that's how it felt to me like I'm like
Yo,
oh what is
This
this
is awful.
like why
I
don't you just
already
stop
told you
like
what I hated about that movie in the last podcast. I already said it. I'm not gonna go over that again.
bro, I say it
I
every
went into a lot
podcast
of
like I hate
details.
that fucking movie like
This is collab for you, everybody. We talk about the realest shit. We keep it 100. We don't play no games. We tell you what it is from fan to audience, from audience to what we know and what we enjoy about. You know what I mean? If you like what's going on, come on in, hit the like button, subscribe so you can watch more episodes that me and my fellas talk about. Each set shows that we love to talk about. We just attacked the Penguin. We just attacked Agatha. Now we about to attack Spider-Man. That's the next topic that I want to definitely talk about and definitely understand what rumors and leaks is going on with Spider-Man. Spider-Man with Tom Holland. What I'm noticing right now, guys, is that let's take the elephant in the room. Sony is feeling like they kind of fucked up with Madam Web. They feeling though that the
Feel
the
like?
person the person the per
they shot
listen
themselves in the foot.
listen.
Feel like?
I mean, I'm just
That shit
trying.
was
I'm just
horrible.
trying. I'm just trying to give them the benefit
Yo,
of the
stop trying to be
doubt.
diplomatic.
Man, Sony need to stick to PlayStation, bro. For real.
But you already know. Like for me, I don't know. But before you met me, Nas, although this whole podcast, this whole panelist was intrigued of Madam Web because the Madam Web that we saw in the comic books was very great. What we was looking at different Spider Women's. We was getting to the origin. We was trying to figure out, yo, Sony hits this Madam Web. There's gonna be more. It's gonna they. I understand they can't take Spider Man because of what's going on with Marvel side. They can't use um Spider Man at all, but they have other characters that they wanna.
Oh, oh, you don't know why? Oh, because yeah, Spider Man's about to come to Xbox side. That's why. So Activision is giving us Spider Man. So therefore, there will be no more Sony Spider Man. Okay. Yeah.
That's crazy. But there you go.
Yeah.
Rumors has it. You're gonna hear the the shit that's going on with Spider Man. You're gonna hear what's really happening. And for me, I don't think that's true yet. But hey, but what
Um,
I've known is that with Sony, that kind of messed up the way they did Madam Web. They don't want to fuck up again. So they
But
talked
they're
to
gonna.
well, we'll see. They didn't fuck up any Venom story. So yes,
can
they
I ask a
fucked up.
question? Oh, so
Huh?
they made Venoms. All right, so
Huh?
I can
Yeah,
understand that. But why didn't put no work into that? Like
Huh?
that shit was like
v-
Riot.
I don't know.
Venom.
I felt like that Madam Web shit was unexpected, bro. Like I felt like they was like, yo, let's just wing it and
None?
let's see what happens.
With
Like
Madam Web, they was trying to intertwine into Spider-Man's origin. That's what
okay,
they're
that's
trying to
understandable.
do. They were trying
Oh,
to,
they could have been with that shit.
they was trying to, put that out there where Madam Web is the reason why is the reason why there is Spider-Man to begin with because she
That's
knew,
crazy.
because she was in the background because she's I guessing she's auntie's she's the aunt of the Uncle Ben or something like that, or it's lineages or some
No,
shit
she
like
worked
that.
with Ben.
Yeah, there you go. There's a
That's
fine line
wild.
between there's a fine line between them. So since they they kind of messed up with that, they had great characters. no lie, they had great characters um, that could have been Madam Web, that could have been Sweeney, that could have been more Spider Woman movies that could have intertwined with Spider Man, because this was a thing that I had.
What?
there, there was this thing I had in my mind that the way that I thought Madam Web was gonna happen, there was some type of plot twists that was gonna intertwine into Spider-Man within itself and how it other set pieces was gonna happen. So that's why Sony and Marvel create this new ordeal, this new deal that they're willing to work together to make sure the next Spider-Man and other shows are Marvel um that comes into the Marvel cinematic verse. I just sent the link to you guys so you can be able to read along with me right here on Gaming Rant. They have like key takeaways. They said
Oh,
that
fuck these people.
they they uh they said that Spider-Man 4 might continue with the multiverse angle despite on fans' concern about its necessities. Marvel could blend street-level storytelling with the Marvel versal element in Spider-Man 4 to satisfy all fans. The film has the potential to raise stakes and put Spider-Man at the center of the MCU narrative. Those are the key
Got
takeaways that those are the three key takeaways that this publisher uh created in Gamers Rant. And there's a lot of rumors that's going on as well that they want to make they Marvel, what they want to do is make Spider-Man more grounded, make it more like intertwined into Daredevil like that.
you mean they about to fuck up Spider Man? That's what you're saying.
No,
They
I'm
about to
not.
fuck Spider
I'm
Man.
not saying.
Amen.
I'm not
That's how I
saying.
Amen.
feel when you
I'm
said
not
that
saying.
shit.
I'm not
They're
saying that.
working backwards and now they're trying to course correct.
Yes.
So just let me ask you a real question. How you feel about the Spider Man? How you feel about the Spider Man that they're using right now? How you feel about him?
Tom Holland.
You think he's a good Spider Man? Yeah, you think he's a good Spider
He.
Man?
None of them
He's the right
are.
height.
No, honestly, none of them are. Andrew Garfield wasn't the greatest.
Oh,
Yes, he
don't do
is.
that. I like that the
Nah.
first Spider Man is like that was
Nah.
fire.
So you telling
He's
me
perfect Spider Man.
so you telling me just because he had Andrew Garfield with his weird friend trying to fix himself, trying to fix himself into this a whole old deal, and then becomes the Green Goblin. Come on, really?
I mean, but that's like that's the storyline of Spider Man though. That's what happens in Spider Man. I just only reason I liked him is because he made being Spider Man fire. Like he like I don't like
Amen.
I can't even explain it. Like he made Spider
Before the
Man.
first
He made
one,
me feel like that was he could have been Spider Man. Like
before the first
the
one,
first, second, and third one.
before the first one, the
Not
first
the first Spider. Yeah, yeah. Tobey Maguire. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You don't
I
like
like those
Tony
Spider
Maguire?
Mans. Yeah, nah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
well,
I like
I
those
didn't
Spider
like
Man.
I
Spider
didn't
Man one,
well
2, and 3 was fire.
Tony Maguire. I didn't like really like it like that because he was more in his feelings. He had the tuxedo on, trying to persuade
Yeah,
MJ
that's
and
what made
shit.
Spider Man. That's what gave him the feeling of Spider Man. Though that's what gave me the feeling of Spider Man, bro. And then once
Nigga
I
thought it
played the
was
game
Drake
for
over
GameCube,
here
it gave me like,
crying
yo,
over
this
it.
is fire. Like, I mean, like this Spider Man that I see is like it's like I don't know, like
This,
I can't really get jiggy with him, bro. Like he just
yeah.
like, you know what I mean. And then they doing the Spider Verse again. They still doing that. They still doing the
Hmm.
multiverse thing. Know what I mean. Like sooner or later they're gonna have to do something different. They're gonna have to bring out Miles, bro. Just bring out Miles. Like he's the best Spider-Man. Like what the fuck? Like just bring him out. Like
Well,
come on, bro.
hopefully Marvel and Sony are thinking outside the box and trying to create a vision for us fans to like. That's why it's taking so long for Spider-Man 4 to continue. Now I mean, that's why it's very hard. That's why there's so many different uh uh you
I don't think
know
it's hard. I just
so
think
yeah
that
yeah
they just have to have a very good solid plot. Like I mean, the multiverse, you already did
Word.
that. You already brought out all three of the Spider-Mans. That's what made this Spider-Man fire, is because they brought out the other ones. Like
Yeah, because the
that's
other two
how
just
I
walked onto
feel.
the set.
I feel like they gassed him up. Like they gassed him up. Like you know what I mean,
okay
I'm pretty sure
I
he probably gonna hold the weight of being Spider-Man, but I just feel like nah, I mean, he like a cheesy version of Spider-Man. He's not the amazing Spider-Man. He's like the spectacular Spider-Man or something like.
I I
that's
feel
what
like
oh go ahead OG.
so. I don't know if you knew this, but I think Tom Holland is taking a break from movie acting and doing more Broadway. And I think that's another reason why Spider-Man 4 is taking so long. Can he
Nah,
take a break?
it's not him taking it. It's not him. It's Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige has to find a producer, has to find a writer. First, he has to find a writer to create this particular film to be right. After the writer after the writer is done, then he has to look over what's been written to give out the editing. Then after he gives out the editing to a writer, and after that the writer revises the editing that's being set by Kevin Feige. And after that, Kevin Feige finds a producer. After he finds a producer, then he finds a after he finds a producer, then that's when everything just start happening. You know, that's the reason why it's taking
So
so long because the
can
writing
you give me an
hasn't
idea
been
plot of
written.
the story mode?
So what you're saying is
So
very hard to
I get
write
an
and
ideal
tell
plot
a
of the
very
story
compelling
of this
Spider-Man
movie.
story.
Hold up. What you said, Scott?
I need an idea of the plot of this story. Like I need to know like little bits and pieces of what they're going to do for four, because like I feel like they went into the multiverse there, like the multiverse shit is because I feel like they ran out of things of Spider-Man. I mean, he already went through the Sinister Six. He already did this. He already got the Venom suit. What, you gonna give him the Venom suit again? Like
For
he already
Tom
did that.
Holland,
Like we did that already. Like
that that could be the possibility because that's the possibility that's being aired out. That
it's so boring, bro. That's boring, man. Like
he might get the symbiote suit, or he might have to fight
come
Craven
on,
the
bro.
Hunter, or
All
he
right, so
might
that's understandable.
he might have to fight
I like that.
instead of him getting the symbiote suit, he might have to fight Craven the Hunter. You know, he might have to fight Kingpin.
That's understandable.
You know what I
That's
mean?
understandable.
It
I can agree with that. Okay.
towards your question, Nas, I don't think that they have. I don't think that they can't have an ideal writing or like have a writer's block. I don't believe that that's justified like that, Nas, because you have to understand like the reason why they're taking their time is well, Kevin Feige is taking their time is because how does it fit into the Marvel verse? Because they already created Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse and the whole narrative with Doctor Strange and how he was stupid and trying to ask Doctor Strange, I want everybody to forget who I am except for MJ and except for Ned. He didn't specify that the before the spell was conjured. So while upon the spell was conjured, all these other people came from different universes, and that's how uh, things happen for Doctor Strange without
Even
not
people
knowing.
who didn't make sense for them to be there, but yeah.
Yeah, that's that's the way they're trying to do. Kevin Feige is just trying to figure out what what narrative could fit and what people would still like about Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and
So
see
in other
it.
words, it's very difficult to actually tell a cohesive Spider-Man story that makes sense to everybody, that everyone will
I
be
don't
able to
think so,
love,
bro. Nah,
that makes sense
I
within
don't
the
think so.
confines of the MCU as is.
I mean,
See, it's
you
only
can
hard
go
because
with
they.
that narrative. You can go with that narrative.
No, this is
That
this is what I'm getting based on what I'm hearing now.
yeah you can go with that narrative
While at the
because
same
that's
time, I
what's.
see a lot of amazing videos on YouTube where
Hmm.
people make what you call fan scripts or
Yes.
pre-writes or pitches or whatever, and
Hmm.
No,
based on when they were
I
written,
don't think they got a
this
problem,
thing
bro.
is just of
I think
these
they some
works of
stupid shit.
art are a fucking beaut.
Okay.
I love watching these Spider-Man stories on YouTube that people come up with. Like, are you
Facts.
serious? And I'm saying to myself, why aren't we getting this type of quality in terms of storytelling from these execs?
Because
Because you getting it from
But
uh
you're
fans
saying that
and
it's very
not people that's
difficult to
thinking about
do.
money.
Meanwhile, people on YouTube are doing it for free.
Yeah,
because they
you getting
don't
it from
because
actual fans that love it.
here's the
There we go.
here's the thing, Nas and Sky, that the execs are scared of being freedom of speech. Let's just put it in those terms. Um,
I feel like
of
they're being
being,
pussies, bro. Like
I
they're
mean,
stupid.
Don't pick up
it's
for them. Come on, Jess. Don't pick up for them.
Yeah,
I'm
bro, they
Don't
not.
be
being
on their
pussies, bro.
side. Be on
I
the side
really
of the
feel like that. Like I
fans.
feel like they just throwing their money into stuff just to see like. No, I mean I feel like the most work they put in this year so far
Hmm.
is X Men '97
Yeah,
and
Which was
Deadpool and
heat.
Venom. That's it. Like
yeah,
Madam Web
yeah.
was complete garbage. Like they're trying to recover from that. I understand that, cool.
Mm.
But it's like nigga, like come on, bro. It's like if y'all didn't take the path that y'all took with the fucking Marvel universe, you
Hmm.
would have something to fit. You would have something to fit in the script that'll have it fall into play of what everything is going on. You feel me? Like that's why I could feel like it's going to be so hard because this is the path that y'all took. Now y'all got to fit it into the story.
Whenever y'all get a chance, I strongly implore each and every single one of you, go on YouTube and just type in Spider-Man 2 Amazing Spider-Man 2 rewrite or Spider-Man trilogy
Hmm.
post Far From Home.
Okay,
All of
that's
those shits bangers.
definitely, definitely.
I'm not
That's why.
surprised.
That's
I'm
why.
definitely not surprised.
Screen Rant is saying the same thing because they published this in August 29th. They tried the headline to keep it funky because I already pretty much said what was being said. Tom Holland Spider-Man 4 poster image major Marvel crossover within Sony and MCU characters. So that's the narrative that they're trying to portray is that they're trying to have their their Sony verse intertwined into the MCU. So Kevin Feige can have more branches into Spider-Man characters that he wants to tap into. He doesn't just want Spider-Man. He wanted to have the Spider-Man characters intertwined in
But
what
legally
he's
he
trying to
can't.
portray.
At least not yet.
It's not about legally. It's about what Sony wants. If Sony decides on working up a plan with Kevin Feige, it happens in seconds. It happens in seconds, bro. Like few months ago, they were they were they were fighting against each other of how Kevin Feige wanted the next Spider-Man to be more grounded, and Sony wanted that whole atmosphere of those three Spider-Mans that came in the last movie. They want that feel again because um that made money for both of them, by
So
having
let me ask you a real nigga
Andrew
question.
Garfield, by having Tony Maguire into Tom Holland, it made money for them with Sony and Kevin Feige. When Sony saw that, they want that demographic, they want that storytelling to be told like that again. I don't know if they're gonna have Andrew Garfield as a cameo or Tobey Maguire as a cameo. It can happen
So let
because
me
they
ask you a
did it
question.
into the Spider Verse animated version. Go ahead, Scott.
So let me ask you a real question though. You think Marvel and Sony gonna be able to cross over, or you think they're gonna be bumping heads?
They're working at it. Now, I mean, there's a lot of publishers that's in the
Yeah.
background that's saying they're working together of trying to make it right for the audience. So
It's
there's
not
Man,
about
you know they
that
ain't gonna tell you. You
at
know they ain't gonna tell you
all.
the gritty. You feel me?
At
You
all.
know they not gonna tell you the gritty.
It's not. I
Them
wish it was
motherfuckers
a.
curse
That's
each other out.
that's an unfortunate byproduct. That's not the main thing. The main thing is okay. Disney owns Marvel, and Marvel trying to get rest of their shit from these other people, and these people who realize that yo, if I don't have this, I am nothing. They're like, fuck that. You're not getting this. And then
It's all
Disney's like,
about money at the end of the day.
exactly.
Facts.
And Disney's over here like, oh,
It's all
word.
about money at the end of the
So
day.
you're not gonna. Okay, bet. You know what?
But the only reason I
I'm.
said that is because I know that Sony and Marvel, bro. I know they're gonna bump heads because they're two
Of
top dogs. You feel
course.
me? Like they both have egos. You feel me? So I know
Exactly.
like
Stop
they
picking
the
up for
people
them.
that's writing this shit. I know they fighting each other. Like yo, nah, we want it to be like this. Nah, but we want it to be like this. All right, well we like I know they not like I know they arguing like between each other. Like come on, bro. It's Marvel and Sony. Like
Hmm.
I mean, two top heads, and
It's not
they
even
make
about
the
Marvel. It's
movies. You
about
feel me? So.
Disney. It's about
Yeah,
Disney.
and you already
Disney
know
calling the
Disney owns
shots.
practically fucking everything. So see,
so
Disney gonna make their money regardless.
so
So
you think that
Sony's holding on to
you
to the
think
Spider-Man.
nah.
Hmm.
So you think that Disney? I mean, well, Kevin Feige. Let's put it like this. You think that Kevin Feige is fucking up the Spider-Man alteration and how it needs to happen? So that's what you're thinking. You're thinking that Kevin Feige is fucking
It's
up
not
the.
up to him. He's just a
It is
figurehead.
the Kevin Feige is the CEO of whatever happens in the.
But who does he
And
have to answer to?
he has to answer to
You gotta
Bob
answer.
Iger.
Yeah, okay.
That's who he
The,
answers to.
Yeah,
But
but even
meanwhile,
so,
meanwhile, on the
any
even if
Sony
story
you,
that he
side,
wants to
all right, but
write,
even if you take the
even
money
though on the
aspect
Sony
out of it,
side, fans can
even if you
see,
take the money
yo,
aspect out of it,
maybe
the question is
Sony
still
don't
like,
know what to do with a live action Spider-Man,
no, they
and
don't.
they're killing
They
it
honestly
individually.
don't.
See,
And
but
Kevin Feige
regardless of
knows
that,
that.
yeah, but that's
regardless
because
of
they
that, they're
stupid
not
ass
letting go
fucked
of
up
the
the whole
character
line.
because this character is their main bread and butter at the moment. Well, one of
Yeah,
their main bread and butter.
and
So
Spider
why
Man
would
don't
you
make
want to
that much money
give
off
that
of.
up? Even if my movies are shit, you're not getting Spider-Man for keeps.
Bro, them Spider Man movies is mid. Like they making money off of it because people love Spider Man. That's if they just getting the money off
Hmm.
the name. Like it's not
So
even they don't give a fuck about none
even
of
if
the
Disney and Marvel and Marvel
storylines.
Studios is able to make the best Spider-Man movie ever,
Okay.
And like I said, if they
unless
stupid ass
Sony have
didn't change the fucking Marvel
a good
universe, it
amount of
wouldn't
good
be like
reason
that.
for them or feel secure for them to want to give up the rights, they're not going to. So again, what I said earlier about it's a legal issue. It's about and you're saying no, it is a legal issue. It
Yeah,
is
and
a
that's why I was
legal
saying
issue.
It
they
is,
bumping
but
heads. That's why I was saying they
I'm not
bumping
So
heads
stop
basing
because of
the
picking up
that.
for
whole.
these people,
I'm
man.
not basing.
It's
I'm
a
not
big
like,
war.
basing that. I'm not basing the whole thing on the legal issue. I'm looking at it from a different
yeah,
perspective or a different
yeah,
narrative. I
facts.
get that. I
Perhaps, but you can't deny
I
that
agree with
aspect
you.
of it.
I'm not. I'm not though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not putting it on like an aspect
And it's not
of
a one
business. I'm
thing;
saying
it's
like
a
as
myriad of
far as like
things that overlap and intertwine and result in the shit show that we
because
have
we
now.
know you know they're gonna bump heads with that. Like we
Hmm.
Yeah.
already know they're gonna
Yeah.
bump heads with that. So it's really all about like how they put like the main thing, the main like subject of it is how are they putting the Spider like what are they gonna do to the script of Spider Man that they're gonna put it into the like put it all into the play of the phases, like and that's what I'm saying as far as that like they fucked it up so bad that they have to now scratch and see where they can put into it to where it keeps everything the phases on track because everything's supposed to add up together. You feel me? Everything that Marvel been doing since the beginning movies, they've been adding everything together. So that's what I mean. Like as far as the Spider Man goes, I don't know how they're gonna put that in together, but I feel like that's the only challenge for them. Like and like I said, Marvel and Sony they bump heads a lot. So like I feel like they're gonna bump heads a lot on that because I know Sony like to do they way like they like to do movies they way, and I know Marvel like to do movies they way. Their movies are not like they're not the same. So I feel like they're gonna have a little bump heads, a couple of them.
That makes sense. That well, we'll
Um,
see.
I just posted in the comment section.
Yes.
Put this Spider-Man rewrites that I was talking about.
Yes, I
So
see
if
it.
you guys have to go and search for it, it's right there. It's right
Thank
there.
you so much. I'll definitely click
They're in the
after.
comments. I hope I did it
Yes.
right.
Yes, you did. You honestly did.
all those
Any
videos
So
are
Jeff,
that
like I
I
was
put them
saying,
for
Jeff,
a reason.
like I was
They're
saying,
relevant to what
how
we're
do you
talking
feel
about.
about this Spider-Man that's right here? Like, how do you feel about this? Like, this for like what's your anticipation on this movie right here? Like, you feel like it's gonna be that
I
Spider-Man? Is it gonna have the same impact as Deadpool? Is it gonna be like just as
nah,
high
it's
as
not. Well,
Venom?
it depends. It depends because if they bring in the Kingpin aspect, then I'm like, all right, they might have a chance. Now, if
That's
he fights
understandable. They could
if
have
he
been
fights
done.
against Craven the Hunter, that might be another way too. You know what I mean? If he fights
Pretty
against
cool.
Craven the Hunter,
They probably put
that's
both of them. They'll probably put both of them in it. Like they'll probably fuck around, put both of them. Like because I see that's how they doing it now. Like they're putting more enemies inside of one like Spider-Man movie. Like they have
so
like at
so
least three,
so
like three or four or some shit like that. So
so you saying that Kingpin knows Craven the Hunter to go attack Spider Man. So you think that would be
yeah,
a plot
yeah,
twist
because
that
That could work.
that's a comic book.
That could
That's a comic
that
book.
would definitely work.
That happened in the animated series. Nigga went to
okay.
That would
Craven the Hunter
definitely
was like,
work.
yo, I need you to go hunt down Spider-Man. He was like, all right.
That would
Well,
definitely work.
I mean, yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. I can agree with that
I
one.
didn't
Like if
see
it's like that, then I ain't got no complaints.
then
Stacking
that's
a
the
movie
thing.
with a bunch of villains should not be a problem if it's done well.
Okay.
Once it's executed
Facts.
well, that's what matters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Nah, but that
you
multiverse
right.
shit is dead, bro.
Well,
That multiverse shit is dead,
not yet.
bro. Like,
The multiverse
I
not
mean, it's
yet.
not yet, but like, I don't want them to keep milking it, bro. Like, give me two
They they
movies like that, cool.
they're not. It's almost done. After Secret Wars, you're gonna see it start dying down. You know. Uh.
Nah, but I like how they combined everything though. Like it gave it a lot of like anticipation of mystery. Like what's like we don't know what's next. So like they giving us Easter eggs and different movies and shit. I love that about it because that that makes you look past the movie. Like it's not just about the movie no more. It's about the key items that they put inside of each scene that makes you want to just keep watching. It's like okay, all right, so I seen something in the background. I know that this is like a idea that Deadpool's coming out. You feel me? Like I love that about Marvel. Like that's the thing that made me like the Marvel movies. Like that's a good aspect. But like I said, I feel like they fucked it up in a way. Like once they took away Iron Man and Captain America, I'm like I don't know what the fuck y'all doing now, bro. Like I mean, then you ain't give me no Hulk movie. You still ain't do Planet Hulk.
Dude,
I'm
we
pissed off
don't know.
about that.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, they wilding right now,
If
bro.
they knew what they were doing,
And
if they
that's why I
had
said, like,
how many years has it been? And they're still trying to figure out who's going to be the new face of the Avengers. Still trying to figure that out.
uh.
yeah, but that's what I'm
That's
saying. Like,
where
they fucked up a little bit. Like,
I'm gonna come to in the next topic. But before we move along, OG, you have anything to elaborate by listening to this rumor that's going on about Spider Man? You have any takes on that? You have any takes on what you think that is gonna happen or what you dislike about what we said?
So I did have a feeling that part of the reason why Spider-Man taking so long is because Tom Holland is focusing on other things like Broadway and stuff, and not so much movies.
Okay,
But that's just my theory. That could be part of it, but I could be wrong too.
okay.
Um,
How you feeling, Pat?
What was the question again?
About what's going on with Spider-Man and how Sony and Kevin Feige, known as Marvel, is trying to figure out the best approach for the next Spider-Man film. People don't want another Venom suit. They they would rather be Kingpin and Kraven the Hunter than to have another Venom suit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like all the Venom series, and I think they should continue it instead of stopping it.
Okay.
I do too, but I just feel like it's just like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, how many times a nigga gonna get the suit? Like we already know,
Nah,
like he
but
gets the suit.
I
We
think
already
in
know
the
how he
recent
is or whatever.
Venom, I think in the recent Venom, whatchamacallit, isn't he like giving up the suit, or the suit is leaving him or some shit?
We don't know, but possibly like you know, you never know. Well, you know how Marvel is, bro. I wouldn't be surprised they off Eddie Brock, and then they keep the Venom suit, and the Venom suit goes somewhere else. Or I wouldn't be surprised if they off Venom and Eddie Brock turned to a regular nigga. Like I wouldn't even be surprised at this point. Like I wouldn't even be
Honestly,
surprised.
I really feel like what they could have did with Venom. I mean, they low key could have kept Venom and just had a better ending. Like he could have maybe wanted to be something better than just a villain. Maybe he wanted to be a hero.
Shit.
Like they could have
My
did
theory
something
on
with the
that one.
story.
You know my theory on that one. I feel like the Venom
I
suit
thought they
gonna either go
already
to
did
his
that
son or
from
it's
the
gonna go to
first two
Flash Gordon.
movies.
I feel like it's gonna either go to Agent Venom or it's gonna go to his son. Or it's gonna go to Eddie Brock's son. That's how I feel.
That makes sense.
Agent
Well,
Venom would be fire, bro. What? I know that shit would be lit.
yeah, it would. It definitely would.
What? Nigga be trashing niggas and he got on like you know what I mean? Nigga's whole agent, like, you know what I mean? That shit sound like a dope ass movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like that sounds like some unorthodox shit. Like this nigga got on a Venom suit, shooting at niggas, killing niggas. Like that, see, but that's what I'm saying. Marvel ain't about that life though, bro. Like they don't do that. Like that's not their style. You feel me? Like they not gonna do no fucking DC shit. I mean, they ain't like that, bro. They ain't like that. They gonna keep it clean, bro.
Yeah, but we'll
That's why
definitely.
they having trouble with Blade now.
Yeah,
That's
you're
why they
right
having
about
trouble with
that.
Blade now.
You're right about that.
Facts.
That's why. That's why there's a rumor been going on for the past 2 weeks of what Spider-Man should be. Is it gonna be more grounded? Is it gonna be more Venom-esque, or is it gonna be some other bullshit that we're not even anticipating? So that's the
I don't
rumor
know.
that's
I gotta
going
understand
on.
what you mean by grounded though.
Grounded meaning as
I need to
meaning
understand what you
as
mean.
like Kingpin, Daredevil. That's more grounded. Having Craven the
Okay.
Hunter,
Okay.
that's more grounded. Grounded instead of Spider-Man trying to fight the universe as stuff. He's based on a street level fight. Not like
You
he's.
know, it'd be dope. You know, it'd be a dope ass movie. When he turns into the spider for real. That's actually I actually like that. I actually liked it that those couple episodes they had on the animated series of Spider Man.
Mhm.
Oh man, that'd have been a cool movie. I think that'd have been different. That'd have been way different. And they just turned to a giant, like not a giant spider, but he got the arms. He got the arms all out the side and shit. That was actually a pretty dope concept. So that'd be pretty cool too.
Well, definitely, definitely. The next topic that I want to talk about with you guys is Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts. I don't know if you guys watched the trailer. This is my first time watching the trailer with you guys, YouTube and Facebook, and also Clubhouse. If you want to come along in Clubhouse, by all means, look in the about page, click about, and click so you can be able to chime in, like all of us that has these shows that may or may not go the route you think about until you give it its merit. Just like everybody else, fans and trying to endure and criticize on what the fuck they're doing. Sometimes the shows come out bad, sometimes they come out good. You know, it just be like that sometimes. But this is gonna be my first time watching this trailer. I hope you guys watch it along. Um, let's see how uh Black Widow sister do.
I click leave on porch. Your subordinates will be reported to DoorDash HQ.
Alexi, it's me. Open up.
Milena? Hold on! Elena!
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about the wait. Was on important call. Highly classified. Lot of work. Many irons in fire.
You feel fulfilled?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so full. So filled. But why do you ask this? What brings you here?
There is something wrong with me. An emptiness. I'm just drifting,
Oh shit. He's in this?
and I don't
Oh
have
shit.
purpose. I thought throwing myself into work was the answer.
Wait, is this Stark's tower?
When your feet are on the air, your head on the ground.
Oh shit. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
you said it was 57. I was
Oh.
like,
Oh shit.
Oh, no.
Who
What
are
the fuck is
you?
this? What the fuck is that
I'm
guy?
Bob.
Who
Who's
sent you,
Bob?
Bob?
Nobody. Were you were all sent?
Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow ops. Robbing government labs. Contract kills.
Yeah, so?
So, someone wants us gone. What the hell?
We're brought up with this belief that there are good guys and there are bad guys.
What's the plan?
This could get messy.
But eventually, you come to realize that there are bad guys
What the
and
hell?
there are worse guys and nothing else. Look at you. So adorable.
Don't worry, she's bulletproof. What happened to bulletproof? It's bulletproof-ish.
Is that Bucky?
That's not good.
wait, was that Hydra Captain America?
No, that's red. That's red. Hood. Yeah, that's Yep, you're right. Yep.
That was that was I think that was the
No.
Hydra Captain America, bro.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they got the
You
shield
call
and
you call
everything,
him
and then
Red
they show
Red
Winter
Hood or
Soldier,
something like that. Red something.
red something. Yeah, that.
That
I
ain't good.
like how it looked. I like how it looked.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, that
Who was the
did.
person with the mask on? That was supposed to be like that was supposed to be like Taskmaster.
Yes,
I felt like it was like
correct,
kind of like that.
correct.
Yeah, okay. I felt like it was like I felt like
That's
that was
Red Guardian,
Taskmaster.
by the way.
Repeat that now.
Is Red Guardian.
Red
Soviet
Guardian.
Oh,
Yes,
Captain
yes. Red
America.
Guardian.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Not
said he
not
said he said
Nazi.
red something.
Not Hydra.
All right, I seen the shield and I seen the red, but
Yeah, Red Guardian.
I'm confused about the green though. Like I was like I see the red and like no, I mean, but I was
Because
confused about
Hydra
the
is
green.
green. Hydra is green.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I knew it was some type of alternate version though of Captain America. You could just tell.
watching
Like,
Thunderbolts, watching Thunderbolts. This is what I think that
okay.
is happening. This is where the Avengers are assembling from Thunderbolts because you see, uh, what you call it is there attacking them first because he thinks that they're the bad guys that's being bad. So they sent him to take care of shit because he's he's top dog because I don't know if you've seen the trailer from Captain America yet with with uh with Red Hulk. He's already interconnected already. He's already part of the Avengers anyway. And the only three people that was left in the Avengers is Captain Marvel, Hulk, and and
Captain Marvel is an Avengers affiliate.
but that was the that
Yeah,
was, but she
not
was there.
part of it.
She was there. She was the last person after
I mean, yeah.
everything got obliviated. After, you know, it was Black Widow,
I mean,
uh
yeah.
um
Kind of.
Black Panther, then you got Captain Marvel, then you got Hulk, then you got Doctor Strange. Those are the only
So
four
what you think
main.
they
Those
forming
are
an
the four
alternate
main.
version of
What you saying?
you think they forming an alternate you think they forming an alternate version of the Avengers? It look like
No,
because it looks like
they're
it. It
creating
looks
a
like
new Avenger. They're creating a new Avenger because I
because it give
think
me
I
that evil Avengers vibe.
oh
Now that
yeah,
you said that, you sparked that in my mind. The
yeah, that could
Captain
be a possibility.
America, the Doctor Doom, fucking yo, that is
Yeah,
crazy, bro. Yo, I
yeah.
think that's fire. That's some crazy shit. You blew my mind with that when you said that shit. I'm like, what?
And I don't know if you guys
They got
seen who Bob is actually is.
That's
yeah,
Sentry,
who?
Robert Reynolds.
You know
Oh,
it,
he's Sentry.
Nas. You know it,
Okay,
Nas.
okay,
You know
Yeah,
it.
he has split
okay.
personality,
That's
almost
fire.
like Moon Knight, but just not as severe.
That's fire.
He was some character,
Facts.
or he did something to make everyone forget who he was. His split personality is even worse than him.
Hmm.
Facts.
It's called the Void.
Okay.
He got multiple ones too, right? He got multiple personalities though.
No, it's just
He got
two.
more than one.
Just
This is two. Oh,
if he
all
has
right.
more
I
than
thought he
that,
had
I don't
multiple.
know, but I know about the two. There's regular him, and then there's the Void.
Because no, I'm probably thinking about the wrong person.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
Moon Knight
like
is the one with
ain't
the
like every
multiple personalities.
don't he get personalities from every power that he get or am I talking about
That's
somebody else?
Legion.
Legion, yeah, that's what I just wanted to make sure, yeah, I just wanted to make sure we was talking about the
Yeah,
same
man,
person.
that's Legion.
Yeah,
I have a question for you guys. Creating this Thunderbolts, why they added Sentry into the mix?
oh, that's a good question.
Speculation is this. Something to do with the original formula for the super soldier serum. I'm guessing they're gonna go along the lines of say maybe he has some part of it as well. Maybe they could play it from the angle of, well, just as how they just shoehorned Captain Marvel in and said, oh, the Avengers was actually inspired by her. Maybe they're gonna do something like that with Bob here as well to say, well,
So you're saying it's like a prequel?
no, not a prequel.
It's
Maybe
like
they're
before?
gonna say, "Oh, this character was actually way important from back in the day or some shit." Because from what I remember correctly, he wiped the whole world of his memories, almost like Forget Me Not, the X Men character.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
okay,
that's the possibility. That's a very good possibility, and we will see
yeah, because
it
he
next
mad
year.
powerful.
We will see what the direction the writer is gonna do, and then we're gonna code back. We're gonna code back and say our theories and
I like
what
your
we
theory
think.
though. I like that theory though. That was fire. Like, because if they do that, if they take that as an alternative, that I think that'd be fire. Now, I mean, they have like the Captain America, Falcon with like the that Captain America
Mm.
Hmm.
with like Red Hulk,
Hmm.
fucking like you know what I mean, like that. I think that'd be fire.
Cause
Well,
like
we
That'll
his
fill the void.
the void was so powerful that he had to essentially sacrifice himself and his memories with everybody for the sake of the human race. And
okay.
that's
Facts.
why he doesn't remember who he is initially. He doesn't remember that he's a sentry, and that's why he doesn't remember that he even has a split personality.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
do
see.
some
This is
crazy
just
shit.
a snippet. I liked it the trailer and how um she comes to her dad for help and shit like that, and her dad came in
I like the
clutch.
cast. I like the
Yeah.
Hopefully, the
cast.
show makes me actually give a shit about the characters because, for the most part, based on what I've seen them in before, I don't. But hopefully, this series
His
change
dad is
change my
fun. His
perspective on
dad is
that.
funny as hell though. His dad, her dad is funny
That's
as hell though. Funnier than the '70s chick. I tell you
So
that.
jokes are enough to make me care about a person.
I'm not saying it like that, bro. I'm just saying you gotta give it a little bit of merit.
Nah,
Uh,
Nas is deep. Nas is a
yeah,
deep,
Nas is
deep-minded
like,
person,
nah,
dude.
no
Yeah, I
cutthroat.
told you you're
Nigga
not going
break
to like
it
me
down.
last podcast. I said that.
It's okay
Nah, that's
though.
fire.
It's okay though.
It's good to go deep sometimes, man. Like I mean, pause, but it's good to go
Hmm.
deep into it because I
I
mean,
made sure
you
to
get
say
more of
that
a sense.
because I know that I can be a lot.
Nah.
Nah,
Trust
but
me.
that's good.
Trust me.
I like it.
Trust me. It's good to have different ideas and different opinions of every audience because it gives
Yeah, I
a
applaud you, my
great
friend.
it gives a great idea of not everybody is gonna gravitate every Disney or
Mm.
Marvel or DC set film the way everyone as a majority likes. And it's okay because everybody's not gonna gravitate to every Marvel film that Marvel produced, even with this DC. With DC, not everybody watch Cape Crusader and Amazon Prime. They're gonna have some type of feeling about how they felt
That
about
shit crazy.
Batman Cape Crusader. I watched it. It was very
That shit crazy.
it was very seven-ish,
Shit crazy.
7.5-ish. You know, I
Mm.
watched it
Yeah,
from head to toe. They
yeah.
had a little funny takes to it, but at the same token, it was like really
I was a little
like
disappointed too.
yeah, I
Yeah.
felt disappointed too in Batman Cape Crusader, and my wife was too. She
I
liked it the whole different penguin esque. Then they started adding the same things. She started like falling asleep because she was like, "Yo, this is the same shit I'm watching. What the fuck?"
Oh, that means she liked
Only thing
when
I can say is I
the
liked the voice
producer
of Batman.
said that he made Penguin a female because the villains
Oh my
aren't that
god,
interesting in
so
Batman's
stupid.
Rogues Gallery.
Uh,
So she liked
And
that.
then they don't even see that they
nah,
don't even
she's
see they
seen
got
every
Batman beating up
Batman.
on bitches.
She's seen every
No,
Batman
but the
with
producer, wasn't him Bruce Tim,
okay.
um
She was so stupid.
said that he made Penguin a female
Yeah, he did it on
because
purpose.
the basically there's no good female villain in Batman's Rogues Gallery.
Facts.
That's a lie. What about Fish Mooney?
So lame, so lame.
What about
That's
Fish
Nigga,
Mooney?
that's what he said.
Man,
nigga.
man, start yo.
And then you see how Harley Quinn is. She was all weird and shit.
Let me take it to a notch. Now, Nas, we're gonna collide now. We're going on a
Let's
collision
go.
now. Now, now,
I
now,
hear that one.
now. I'm just letting my audience know, like the freaking penguin female. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't have happened. It
Shit
was just
trash.
dumbfounded. The way the
It was
story was being
unnecessary.
told,
Fake
It
as
was.
the whole story of that penguin penguin
I like the
episode
plot though.
was
I
just
like
dumb.
how where it takes place at though. That's pretty fire. I like that.
Man,
I
it
like
was
like I
just
said, I
dumb,
like the
bro.
voice again.
It was just dumb,
I
bro.
like the I like that it was
These are
like
the snaps.
in the past. You feel me? Like it gave me that feeling. You feel me? I liked that. That's the
Man,
only thing I liked though. Like,
that junk was dumb.
but
Even
I ain't like the whole characters. Like, this was weird.
but you know what I mean. Like I said, like it was just dumb, bro. Like Batman Cape Crusader was like, yo, I thought I was gonna get something
I was
good.
disappointed.
Cause like
I was disappointed.
cause like other people were saying like, oh, this shit good, this shit fire, what they do. I was like, ah, let me take a look. I took a look. And
That's
it's
crazy,
like,
bro.
yo, you got my burger,
Yo,
you got my
if
burger
people
code,
enjoy it,
you got my burger
fine. I
code,
want you to enjoy it,
you got my soda so watery that this shit was fucked up. Like, no,
but
no.
enjoy it for the right
See, now you
reasons and
sound
be
like me
honest
talking about
about your
Batman.
enjoyment of it.
You should. I don't nah. They ain't gonna win. Batman Creek Two Syndicate win in my eyes, bro. They still get
I
a
think they should have
5
did Brave
in
and
my
Bold,
book.
bro.
They still get a 5 in
They
my
should did
book,
Brave and
bro.
Ooh,
Bold.
lost 2 points. Okay.
Yeah,
They
I
always
take the
was a
five.
5.
I agree with you.
They
I
always
agree
was
with
a
you.
5 to me.
Went from a 7 is to a 2
I
to a
agree
5.
with you.
I respect it.
But see, But see, the only reason I agree with you is because I like DC's animation, and
Yo,
that had to be
animation
like the
is where
most
DC
trashiest
shines.
one.
Animation is where DC
I
shines.
love DC. Yeah.
If you don't know that by now,
I
I can't
love
help you.
DC animation.
Yeah,
Give up on live action stuff. Give
live
up.
action.
Go
Yeah,
back
but
Nah,
to
you.
animation.
I love animation. Like I love cartoons.
DC
I like watching
shines
anime. So that's their
in
biggest thing.
animation.
Like their biggest thing is the animation. Like to me personally, like their biggest thing is the animated shows. Like Batman animated series, best thing that they ever created in their life. Like like that's the best thing they ever created. Like
You
and that's
right,
animated. Like you feel
but
me?
Gave us
Like
Harley Quinn. Gave us Mr. Freeze.
yeah, that's all I was saying. Like, know what I
Mm.
mean, like, I rather see, like, I rather like they always using Joker. Joker's one of the top, the top
Joker is
ops of
overused.
Batman. You feel me? He deserves his place there. You feel me? He's just as important as Batman. We know. Know what I mean, but we don't see the other people. You feel me? Like we barely see motherfuckers. Like, I would like to see Clayface in live action. Like that'd be fire. The fuck?
yeah,
Clayface, fucking, damn, I forgot the nigga name, but a bunch of them niggas, bro, be fire. Like, but they just focus on the the ones that people know. You feel me? Like they don't, like I said, they don't go deep into like comics and shit like that. So they just like
Yo,
giving you
I
like
got you. I'm gonna
you
go
know,
post. I'm gonna go look for another video
ooh,
real quick.
Green Lantern. Hold up, hold up, hold up.
hmm
Before we
that's
even
the
say
next.
anything,
That's the
bro,
next topic I want to talk about since we
is that
still
is that
talking
the, is
about
that the Green
DC.
Lantern right there?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man, hell,
yeah,
oh
yep,
man, no,
yep, yep.
I'm not with it, bro. I'm not with it.
I already know.
I'm
I
not gonna
already
like it,
know.
bro.
Not many people
He's like, I
is
already know.
okay.
See, look,
I
don't be
I
so
already go.
what? I'm not gonna like
Yeah,
it,
because
bro.
not many people would would gravitate to
Bro,
Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan. Like why they chose him.
not even that. It's like, bro, like Cal Jordan is like tired. Like they done tried that. They
Make him
tried
an
that too
Alan
many
Scott.
fucking times already, bro.
Make him an Alan
Yeah, like
Scott.
make him the black guy. Just make him the black guy, bro. Come on, please. Just make him the black
Well,
bald guy,
what
bro.
what
Like
No,
what
no, no,
they
no.
he's the
This
next
actor,
one.
if they want to use this actor, make him Alan Scott and just have him be a
Man,
background character
Samuel L.
until someone
Jackson
else
is motherfucking
to
Green
go
Lantern,
take full screen.
nigga. Samuel L. Jackson is Green Lantern, nigga. Fuck it. Do
but
that. What you talking about?
uh
Nigga, no, he's too old. You saw him in Captain Marvel.
you seen
Give me a
this is
ball
James
head
Gunn
like
for
that.
you, bro. This is James Gunn for you. You liked it him from Guardians of the Galaxy. Give him a chance.
I
You
know,
feel me?
but
Hey,
I'm gonna
I
give
already
him a
said that I
chance,
was
bro.
giving him
But
what, 5 years?
I just don't like the Hal Jordan
3 years
part, bro. I
already
thought we
gone.
was
You have
past
two
Hal
more years to
Jordan.
win me over.
I thought we was
But
past
hey,
this man, bro.
but hey, James Gunn chose him as Hal Jordan. We're gonna see what.
Don't forget about who he
He look
chose as Guy
washed.
Gardner.
Yeah, he look
Don't
washed,
ask me
yo.
after
Like, his face is
South.
like, yo, I haven't acted in a minute.
No, I
Like he got
mean
that I haven't acted in a minute face.
this is from Variety. You know, what I mean Variety posted this and said that
What you think, Jess? What you think,
Kyle
bro? I
Chandler
want to know
is
your
in
opinion on that.
negotiations for a lead role in the Green Lantern series. Lantern, the HBO Variety has confirmed with this source. Chandler would reportedly play Hal Jordan should he join the series. The Will Fellow Jordan and John Stewart, two members of Green Lantern Corps. No one is certain attached to play Stewart. Reps for HBO and Warner Brothers Television declined to comment. Reps for Chandler did not immediately respond. So there's a lot of the rumor going on that this is how Jordan is going to be playing the role. There's no one said anything yet, but this is what um Variety and other people are talking about. Like he's gonna be the next Hal Jordan. For me, I I rather other fan theory that had a idea of who Hal Jordan should be as playing the key role. James Gunn should have looked at fan favorites and come up with a better Hal Jordan role. And you know what I mean? Because there was only six key people that could portray uh Hal Jordan. Like I could. I could let me look it up right now, and then look up and give you a nice little source that fan favorites wanted uh Hal Jordan to be. You know, from like I said, from passing, I did not expect this. I did not expect uh him to play Hal Jordan. I didn't really I didn't, and on top of that, I don't really watch his movies like that. I don't see him as an as a superhero actor. You know what I mean? Do y'all feel the same vibe like with me? Like, do you see what I'm talking about? Like, he's not the superhero type person that can take over. Like, I don't see it. But if you guys see
He
it,
look, he look washed. He looks kind of washed, bro. Like I don't like if we, like how far back are we talking? Like I don't know, man. Who would you like? You know, see as like Hal Jordan is Green Lantern? Like who can you see in that suit, bro? Like I need to know somebody else's opinion on this one because I don't know, man. He don't I don't know. He don't look like he's a Hal Jordan. Like he look like he
people
like a Top Gun type of dude.
He looked like Hal
people
Jordan's dad.
people want Josh people want Josh Brolin to take Hal Jordan.
No. Next.
Like, for real, Screen Rant is proposing that. There's a lot of people that would prefer him to play Hal Jordan than that other guy. No lie.
Well, if this is all the option in the world that we have, then fine. But that's not all the options in the world.
I mean,
Well, I want to see these lineups.
these are fan theories. Like, what they would rather take.
Oh, oh, I can see him as Green Lantern. That's pretty cool. I can see him as Green Lantern. That's pretty cool.
I mean, but hey, I'm just looking inside in
You know
and
what? Fuck that. How old or what old of a character Green Lantern are they going for? How old Hal Jordan or do they want?
like in his 40s, 50s, because
Oh, nah, nah. Mm-mm.
I can see him as Green Lantern.
Because you have
that's
to
the
also think about longevity. You don't want this.
He look kind
You
of
don't want it to be
badass.
a one-off thing. You're probably gonna want to involve the character in more things in live action,
He trash shit.
and
He
people
trash shit.
age in real time.
true.
So how are you gonna use
I
this
think they should get
person?
somebody like a little bit younger
He's
though.
older now, so if they have him on the wire thingy to simulate flying scenes, he's probably gonna be more susceptible to injuries and whatnot. The shooting's gonna have to be on hold for how many weeks or whatever for the actor to recover and whatnot. Is
Yeah.
it worth it?
They also had they also had Nathan Felon as
No.
yeah,
Eh,
yeah,
eh.
that's other fan favorites, you know.
Bruh. Yo, Jess, what
The
I
the
tell you
person
before
that's
when we was
playing
talking about Green Lantern?
the person that's
What I
playing
tell you, bruh?
the redhead that's playing Guy Gardner.
Hmm.
Oh no, man.
No. Mm-mm. Get him up out of there.
He's like the lamest. He's the lamest
Get him
fucking
up out
Green
of there.
Lantern ever, bro.
You need younger people. You need actors more on the younger side.
So they would have to
Thir-
look into like
Early
35
30s,
like
max. Early 30s. Anything
35
over or
35
early 30s,
35 to
forget
45.
about it.
Yo, Jess, I already told you, bro. This shit. This is one of those things that we not supposed to be talking about, bro. This is like forbidden. Like this is remember we was talking about this. I think like a couple months back. He was like, "Yeah, what about Green Lantern?" I'm like, "Nigga, we
Yeah,
don't talk about Green
it's
Lantern."
gonna be a
Another
lot.
reason to just stick to animation.
That's a
So
swallow.
to just avoid
That's a
all of
hard
this.
pill to swallow, bro. I'm telling you,
There's
it's gonna
another
be a
reason
Yeah.
to
hard
stick
pill
to
to swallow,
animation.
bro.
Forget about this.
That shit can
But
be mid
it's
or it's
so
gonna be
hard
a
to pick
total miss.
actual people who are suited for the role. So just say fuck it, stick to animation. Easy.
Yeah.
Look, see, and that's
Even
what I was
this.
saying, bro.
Even this. This is who they want their John Stewart to be. You gonna be upset.
Yeah, put it up.
You're gonna be upset. Y'all gonna be
Oh
upset.
man,
Oh yeah, I saw this one on Twitter a few hours ago.
Yo,
What?
Pat, invite
Which one?
RL to the stage.
The one on the right, no. The one on the left, maybe. And it's
Nah.
not about.
I don't
I'm
like
not
how
looking
he
at the
look.
skin color. I'm looking at the physique.
Nah. I'm
The
looking
one
at.
on the
I'm looking
left
at
looked
like
like
them, like
he's in charge
being
of
in
shit.
the suit. Being in the
Hmm
suit. I don't know, man. They don't give me that feel.
I
Like
don't know how good
the
of an
one on
actor
the
he
left,
is, but he looks
he
commanding.
looks soft. The one on the right, he look like he could be he could be in the Green Lantern suit. He look more like he
Look, he
look
looks
more like
on the
reasonable.
younger side. He look more like what I want to say. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if that
I'm
type of
expecting
character,
Cocky Ball guy or
that
something.
actor, if a superhero shit is for him, he'll probably be he probably be one of the thug like thug number three or something.
Hmm.
Just
Okay.
looking at
Uh,
him,
I mean,
smaller stature, dark lips, from I'm guessing smoking a lot, eyes down, so he looks like he's tuned out of the situation, like he's not fully in tune to say, hey yo, lives are at stake. I need to buck up. I don't get that from him.
Okay.
Plus, the one on the left, I'm looking at the eyes. Sometimes when they have the
oh
ring on, the
god.
eyes light up, the eyes turn green.
Okay.
I can
So
see,
you
like
could
I
play
said, I can
with
see
it.
the one
You
on the
could play
right.
with it there.
One on the right looks more reasonable as a Green Lantern to me personally.
That's Stephen James. Stephen James on the
Yeah,
right. On the left is
yeah,
Aaron Pierre.
yeah.
Granted, I
Nah,
wish
he
there
don't
was
look like Green
it was a
Lantern, bro.
darker person like the one on the right
Hmm.
instead of the light skinned person on the other side. But still,
The one on the left, bro, is not it, bro. He do not look like no fucking Green Lantern to me.
I can't
I'm sorry, he
tell.
just don't.
you have better
That's
options than these for sure.
cinematographical.
For sure, you have better options than these.
I mean, if I had to take, if they gave me like these two choices, I'm taking the one on the right because I feel like he's going to look more reasonable, like a little bit closer to like my vision of that Green Lantern.
That makes sense. That totally makes sense. You know, but
You
they,
give him a body, he probably played a part.
but there you have it, guys. These are the topics that I wanted to talk about. That I wanted to talk about the first reaction to Agatha All Along, the first uh uh, reaction to the Penguin, the also the Thunderbolts, and how y'all feel about Green Lantern rumors and Spider Man's rumors. Like these are the things that's going on right now, as far as DC and Marvel, and how we're speculating, we're trying to figure out what's happening because when we do this, guys, we always be like, "Yo, you see." We wasn't lying. We know what was gonna go down. We knew that this is the direction that they were given. But at least audience, at least Marvel, DC, we give you a good ass rating towards the show if it's good. If it ain't good, the podcast will tell you. The
Honest
podcast would
rating. Honest
the,
rating.
yes, we'll tell you what it is. We're gonna tell you if you suck or not. You know what I mean? We're gonna tell you that certain plot twists shouldn't even happen. Like for example, the latest Captain Marvel. That shit was an awesome movie, but certain takes should have just left out. Should have just left out the scene. It would have finished out very well. Just like how Deadpool and Wolverine finished. They had all their plots and twists all put combined. They had their funny moments. They had their cringe
Some
moments
stuff didn't make sense there.
with Deadpool or Captain Marvel. Cause I,
Deadpool, Deadpool and
oh,
Wolverine.
yeah. So you
I
see,
feel like Captain Marvel wasn't that impactful, bro. Like that,
That too,
Captain
very
Marvel
true.
is a good hero, but it's
Oh
like
wait,
nigga,
it's a good waste of time,
I'm gonna want to see
perhaps.
Deadpool and Wolverine before I see Captain Marvel, bro. Like that's real facts. Like I'm gonna go see Deadpool Wolverine first.
I
Like
dig
I
that.
feel like that
Oh, you
movie
ain't
was
seen it
alright,
yet?
but it was mid. No, I seen Captain Marvel. It was mid.
No, no, you ain't seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet?
Oh hell yeah, I went to the movies to see that. I had
Yeah.
to. It took me long enough, but I did it.
Hmm.
I had some. I had some. I felt I gave it a good. Like, I mean, I gave it a good solid like 9, just because I didn't
That's
like how they
high.
was in the void the whole time.
What?
I
Oh
just
yeah,
didn't
you
like how they
wasn't
was in the
here on
void,
the
but I
last
liked it though.
podcast. What
That's
do
I
high.
you
just
give
didn't.
it?
I just didn't like that.
Wait, there was another one that I missed?
Yeah, we started this podcast since the beginning of the year.
Oh,
Like,
okay, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
we've
true.
been
That's
in
true.
here.
That's true.
We've been in here balling.
yeah,
We've
but
been in here
what's
Okay,
your
balling.
so
rate?
not not the last one that I was a part of. Okay, cool, cool.
What's your rate with Deadpool and Wolverine? Because we all gave it a solid, like majority of us
Seven
in the
point eight.
podcast. That's the majority. That's the majority.
Damn.
That's
That's
the majority. Because
damn.
for me,
Seven
it was
point
like
eight.
a
That
nine. For
hurt.
me, it was a nine. Because
Nah, yeah.
there's two
Yeah,
points
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
was
Come
missing.
on, bro.
7.8.
7 though? Like,
7.8.
come
Seven?
on.
I
That's
stand on
Why?
it.
three. That's three. That's
Why?
two and a
I
half.
stand on
That
it.
hurts, bro. That hurts. I
I
gotta hear
stand on it.
why though. Like,
Argue with your mother. I
I gotta
stand
hear
on
why though. Like, you have to have a positive. You have to have a good ass explanation for that though.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the plot well the crux of the plot didn't really make sense at all where there's an anchor being there's an anchor being and once the anchor being is done, that means that whole thing is done. But um Tony Stark was the we could say he was the anchor being for the MCU, and he's dead. It's still continuing, so that does make sense. Um, the over inclusion of Cassandra Nova wasn't needed, so get that out of there.
But that's the
The
sister
Deadpool
though.
core rolling in and just not being able to fight and being just off so easily when they're supposed to be just as skilled as Deadpool, as the main Deadpool that we're supposed to give a shit about. So what was the point of just having them there to get shot and then to come back? We know that they don't die except for Nice Pool. So them being there, okay, what's the point of that? You saw how hard Deadpool was fighting against Wolverine, and yet these other Deadpools are just like just really.
Okay. So that's two. Where's your half at? Because you said 7.5. So where's the half?
The way that Cassandra Nova was able to get into Deadpool's head, that should never have happened at
But
all. That don't
that's
make any sense.
that's uh that's Professor's like sister.
That should never have happened.
what?
And I have
Bro,
evidence
hold
for
on.
this.
First off, she was OP, bro. She was
Yeah,
Yeah.
OP,
yeah, yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah,
She,
yeah. Sure, sure,
yeah,
sure, 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 sure.
she
Yes,
was dumb
as she
OP.
should
Like,
be. But
but I agree with you with
getting
that. The
inside
plot didn't
Deadpool's
make
head,
sense.
she should
I agree
never
with
be
you
able
that
to do
because that
that
void
and
shit was
live
like,
to tell
I'm like,
the
what the fuck is
tale
going on?
at all. Like, has anyone here heard of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe?
Yeah,
No,
of course.
no.
Okay,
I love that. He kills everybody in the universe,
yeah.
bro. He kills
But do you
literally
remember what
kills
happened to
every
Professor
superhero.
X when he tried to get inside his head and fix him?
Nigga went insane, I think.
And died.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
died while
this
Shit
is
being
from
went
the
because
comics
insane.
then.
Deadpool's a character that can break the fourth wall.
Yeah, yeah,
That should be
Mm.
a special
yeah.
thing to
Yep.
him. If
Facts.
someone can go into his head and then come out fine, then that his ability to break the fourth wall means nothing.
Mm.
See, but this is why I said going deep. This is why I said going too deep is sometimes wrong.
I
You know why? Because look,
told you I was gonna
Marvel
like me.
already
I knew
fucked up
it.
a lot, right? They already fucked up a lot, bro. They could not afford to fuck up Deadpool. So they
Yeah.
had to put
But they did.
whatever they had to put
I
together.
just showed that they
Like,
did.
even if it didn't make sense, bro. Like I agree with you that the plot didn't make sense, but the way they put the movie together,
It was
it was
fun.
like
The movie
it was
was
totally
fun.
worth it. It was totally worth it. So that 7 kind of hurt. I'm like, damn, a 7? No,
Seven point five.
I mean,
No, 7.8. My apologies.
8.5
7.8. I stand on it.
I'd have been like, all right, but damn, a 7? Like,
Yeah,
I
seven, bro.
mean, but
He
I
said
understand though.
he didn't like
The TV shouldn't have
Professor
been in
X
it too
sister.
much.
He
And it's
said
like
he didn't
the
like
whole
that,
She
so
time.
was
that's
OP
the
though. I
Also,
downfall.
liked her. I liked her
also,
in the movie, but I just
also,
didn't know where her place was in it. Like,
also, Deadpool's whole thing in the movie was, oh, I want to be a part of the MCU so bad, and now his Vanessa don't want to be around him anymore because of his obsession with it.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Look at the
I
actual
understand,
story.
bro.
Don't
I understand.
remove all the fun out of it. The fun is there to keep you and to keep you entertained and whatnot. But after all that,
Yeah,
what is
but
the
that's why I
bones
said
of
too
the
deep.
story
But that's
talking
why I
about?
said too deep.
Yeah.
Because you're like, yo, all right. So, so you're saying, yo, really look at it of his life. Really look at the aspect of his life and what he's going through in the midst of all of the fun. Like, fuck
And
the
then
fun.
this
Really look at
this
what he's
Wolverine's
going through. Like,
story was weak.
yeah. I mean, he was,
Not to
but he
mention
went through mad.
that
He
the
went through mad of
timeline
them.
doesn't
Like,
make sense, just like the rest of the X-Men movies.
yeah, yeah. I mean, but all of them did. But you know what's the fucked up part? The whole MCU right now don't make sense. None of it. They took away fucking Iron Man and Captain America like that. Once they did that, it didn't
Those
make
things are
sense. Like,
fine, but it's how do you bounce back from that? How do you
no, it's
you
not
make
fine.
the
I
characters
would not accept
persevere
that fine.
from that moment?
I would not
If you
accept that
fail
fine.
at
You
that,
took away
and you go
the main part of the
6
Avengers, like, and then you give me these watered down ass niggas. And then you gonna make Falcon the fucking Captain America, and he's not
and
Captain America.
I think he failed as Captain America off rip.
And then we still ain't got no Iron Man, nigga. And they not gonna bring out Ironheart unless well
Yeah, they're
no, you
bringing
said
out
they
Ironheart.
that's in the
They're bringing
phase.
out
Yep,
Ironheart.
yeah.
But what would make
So they have no other
universe
fucking
great is
choice.
how do you show that this universe can go on without these people? That's what's important. If you suck at that, then just stop
Yeah,
existing.
but that's not how it's
Recast
supposed to
everybody.
go. You're not supposed to just take these people away because you feel like, oh, you're the god of the Marvel universe. Like that's
It's not
no,
about
nigga.
that.
You just took away the
It's
main
about
part of
making sure
Secret
that the
Wars is
conclusion of
supposed to
these
be lit.
characters makes sense. It's about making sure that the
Facts, but
conclusions of these
look at
characters make sense.
look at the plot of where we are right now in that whole thing. After all those movies, they none of them made sense. None
Mm-hmm.
of them. Doctor Strange didn't make sense for shit. Not
Mm-hmm.
one little
Well,
bit. Like it
it
was
does
just like
make
what?
Doctor Strange. It does
It made sense a
because
little bit, but it was like what?
it made sense
Come
to
on, bro. The
me.
Illuminati, that shit was all wrong. Like,
They
The
ruined
people.
the idea of the Illuminati off rip. For me personally, I would have
nigga,
loved if Doctor
how they
Strange
have
was
Ultrons
actually speaking
and
his words.
And Iron Man doesn't exist?
Mm,
How they have
I
Ultrons? Who made those?
read,
Iron Man
Ultron
doesn't
was made by
exist.
Hank
How
Pym.
they get those?
read,
Huh?
read.
Ultron was made by Hank Pym in the
Oh,
comics.
yeah. Yeah, but he's not. But he's not the one who made Ultron. Like fucking Tony Stark's was. Like, so you telling me this
Mm-hmm.
nigga they made Mr. Fantastic make these niggas?
He was the smartest man.
Yeah, but come on, bro.
You
But he's never.
if you
They
put
never
him
had
in
no
a
sense of
room,
him
if you
making
put
Ultron
him in
though.
a
Like
room with Hulk, he's the top
without Tony
three.
Stark, there's no Ultron.
True.
Yeah, but without Tony Stark, there's no Ultron.
For the movie version, yes.
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct. But at
I
the
mean,
same,
in the animated version, it was like that too. But I'm just saying, bro. Like it was just a lot of shit. Like they had a female Captain America, and this is supposed to be Illuminati. You feel me? Like they had
The replacement for the
what's old boy with
mainstays
the
of who should
voices?
be in the Illuminati were just trash. Like it didn't make sense for those people to be
I
there.
felt like they was trash. I
Why are
mean,
they
besides
pushing these
Professor
characters
X,
so
that
much?
Professor X was right to me personally. Professor X was
yeah,
perfect right.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Fantastic was right. All the other niggas was like, why are you even here, nigga? Like, yo,
Exactly.
go away. Like, you're not even
Yo,
part of this.
yo,
Like, what the
but
uh,
fuck?
Black Bolt's my nigga.
And
Black Bolt's
then
my nigga.
Strange
I
wasn't
love
even
Black
there.
Bolt.
Like,
Black as I
Strange
was the
wasn't even
gun.
there.
That's like one
Like,
of my favorite Marvel characters. That's my nigga right there. I just wish that um the smartest man in the fucking world wasn't like, yo, Black Bolt can destroy with a single word from his mouth. I wish he didn't do that
yeah,
fucking
nah,
dumb ass
I like that.
shit because Black Bolt's
He
my
OP.
guy. When I went to
true.
He a
the
beast. You
movies
just
and I
block
saw
him.
Black Bolt, I cheered. Everyone was looking at me like, what? Yo, shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
because John Krasinski
he's
was
cool.
coming
I
out.
mean, besides
Well, well,
the
at
yelling
least
dude.
he didn't turn. At least Black Bolt didn't turn to string cheese like Doctor Strange, like Captain, Fantastic Four. He turned into string cheese.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Namor wasn't there, and Namor
That's
is
an
supposed to be a member of the Illuminati. Why wasn't
I'm
Namor
just
there?
saying, bro. Like, I just hope they do Planet
True,
Hulk, bro. Like that's all I'm saying. Like that right there, bro, is gonna boost Marvel up so crazy if they do it right, bro. Oh my god, it's gonna boost Marvel up, bro.
but there
World Breaker Hulk is
there
gonna
you
be like
have it.
that's just gonna be so.
Um,
They need to stop playing with the Hulk, bro.
Bef-
it's too late. It's over. It's over. It's over for the Hulk. It's
Don't do
over.
that.
We know
Come on,
this.
bro.
We know this.
I
It's
knew
over.
somebody was gonna say that, yo.
It's fucking over for
It's
the
like,
Hulk.
come
We
on,
know this.
man.
After after She Hulk, it's over. Ew.
mm,
Oh,
After
man.
after Endgame, it's over. After She Hulk, it's over. Don't even think about it.
Yeah,
And
but
now they're
that's why I
trying to do
said they'll
Red
fuck
Hulk
it up.
now. They're doing Red Hulk now when we got Smart Hulk.
yeah.
World Breaker Hulk, bro. That'd be a so that like I said, man.
They placed it up with a
That'd
bit
be just as
before
like
Ragnarok or right after
personally. I
Ragnarok.
feel like that'd be just as
And
good as
even the
like a villain
Ragnarok I thought
movie
was shit.
or like Deadpool.
You thought
Yeah. Oh
Ragnarok was
God.
shit.
No, for what it was supposed to be. Ragnarok is supposed to be the end all be all. It's supposed to result in reincarnation. It's not supposed to just be that dimension is destroyed and that's it.
Mm,
It shouldn't just be that. The last
Yeah,
one of the
facts.
last events of the entire MCU of the entire Marvel universe is supposed to be Ragnarok.
mm.
I don't know, man. I'm still trying to swallow that 7 down, bro. I'm still trying to. I'm still trying to swallow
7.8.
that 7. You
Almost
said,
an it's
man.
almost an
Wait,
8.
7.8. I thought it was 7.5.
Yeah, that
No, 7.8. I made
7.8.
I misspoke.
Okay.
Spoke and said
7.8,
7.5. It slipped
7.5.
out.
That shit's
That was
still
not
kind
true.
of low for me. Like
7.8.
it's still kind of low for me. Because I'm a real Deadpool fan, so I like how they did it. Like even though it was like it was some cringe moments and all in all, that's why I gave it a 9. Like,
You're a real Deadpool
but
fan,
all
you
in
say, right?
all, I loved it. Yeah, I love Deadpool.
Uh I would have loved if he used his ability to break the fourth wall to be an actual problem solver for his
Uh,
situations. He never used it. I would have loved to see him
that's my
with
fault.
that gravity that teleportation belt
Yeah, yeah.
that he usually has on him to
That he
make him
used.
zap
Yeah, that
around.
yeah.
I would have loved for him to have that backpack that's supposed to be like an interdimensional pocket or vortex that he keeps all his weapons there. Didn't have that.
That's what I'm saying. You going too deep. You go too deep. Like, cause they're not gonna add that. Like, they not gonna add that, bro. Like,
there,
you going too
there,
deep.
there you have it.
They not
There
gonna
you
do it.
have it.
I,
They not following
I,
comic books. They
hey, I
making their own
warned you
shit up.
guys. The last time I was here, I warned
They
everybody.
making their own shit up.
I mean,
Nah,
you
but
have
that's
the
but
you
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 have the
you bringing
best of
in
the
prime
best.
examples like
You
that.
come out swinging every time, Nas. And we gonna hit the home run.
Nah,
We
he like
gonna
the
run. We
genius.
gonna run
He's
every 3 innings on you, Nas. Just cause you throwing a fastball, don't think me and
he's a
Sky is
protagonist.
gonna is gonna is gonna home run out here, bro. We're gonna home run. We're
He's a
gonna.
protagonist and
I
shit.
mean,
I know. I
so
appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
I like that. You
that's
like the
what it
scientists.
is.
You like the scientists and shit.
That's what it
Hey,
is.
I care in a weird way. I care that people, the average fans, don't get to see that version of these events and of these characters. They only get the surface level, and they think that's
Their
all
full
that there is to
potential.
them.
Mm.
Their full
And there's
potential.
no attempt to show people like, yo, there's actually more to these characters than what we dangle in front of you.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's my thing. So then people
That's why we can't
make
be nice.
say stuff about these characters, and they think, oh, that's all they can do. And it's like, nigga, you have no fucking idea. You
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
You don't know.
yeah.
And
But
then
that's
it gets
that's because they
hard
don't know the
for comic
comic
book
books,
fans
bruh.
and then non-comic book fans
They
to
don't
talk
know it.
because they're just gonna be annoyed at each other.
Yeah.
'Cause they don't know it. They don't
I
know
want
like
I
the
want there
real
to be
abilities.
unity
Like,
among these people
Yeah.
because they love the same
facts.
thing, just differently.
But not
Yeah, I'm,
every.
I'm a fan. I'm
That's
a
why
fan
I'm.
of
That's
all.
why I'm glad I was able to
And the only way the only way I think there can be unity is if people put more into the movies because most people their introduction to these characters are the movies.
I feel like
true.
comic book is first mandatory. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
but
comic book is
who's gonna read
mandatory.
comics? Who's gonna be spending the time to read comics? The true nerds. They're the ones who are gonna be doing
I
it.
mean,
I
that's
don't even
true,
read
but
comics. I go
that's
on YouTube and learn.
see, but guess what? Here go the crazy part. Before you get any anime, they make mangas, and mangas are bigger than
Anime
the
is
anime
different.
in
That
itself.
fan base is
You know what I
different.
mean?
Is a different fan base. Those are diehards. They're right for this shit.
Yeah, you got diehard comic book fans though.
Yes, but the
What? I
diehard
read a
comic book
comic
fans
book,
have
and I
to
don't
shut
even
up
like reading
around
comic
normal
books.
people because they make them uncomfortable.
Yeah, but that's because you don't know your knowledge. I mean, that's why you should read the comic book. Go get your understanding before you jump into knowing all the other shit. Like, I mean, that's where you get your base. Like you get your base origins. Like that's where you get all your origins from. This comic books. Like you ain't gonna
True.
know shit unless you go to the origins.
Very true.
But definitely,
The
uh,
origins go deep, and that's why you're so deep. The
yeah, but
origins
definitely,
go deep with the
Because
definitely, guys.
the thing is, like, every
Um,
single time a movie comes out, I'll see a video that says, "Yo, welcome comic book fans. You're gonna see this movie. These are the books you need to read. This is what you need to know about these characters going in, and then you go and watch the thing. It's like, this is nothing like that. I just wasted my time reading these books.
but check it though.
But that's what I'm
This,
saying,
A
bro. They
majority of
gotta
people
take the
feel
time to do
when
it,
it
bro.
comes onto this shit.
but
And
check
everybody
it
feel like
though.
that. They gotta take the time.
But check it though. This has been a pleasure. I wish that we could have this podcast longer, but we try to keep it as short, sweet, and simple for the audience, and try to keep it short and sweet, and fight against each other as
Mm.
short takes. Right now we at the 2 hour and 30 mark. Anybody
Yes,
that wants
sir.
to like, comment, um, come into Clubhouse for next time podcast. The next podcast we have will be in 2 weeks. That'll be, I think, will be in the middle of August. Um, any final takes, OG? Do you have any final thoughts into everything that we talked about in the last 2 hours? Do you have any last thoughts? Thoughts?
No, thank you for having me.
No
Uh,
problem. Any final thoughts you have, Sky, between Agatha, Penguin, Thunderbolts, Green Lantern, and the Spider-Man?
Nah, I just want to see what they have to offer, man. I just want to see what happens, man.
Definitely. What about you, Nas? Any final
I have
thoughts?
several, but I'm not gonna be able to say all of them, so I'll just say this.
Give me
Um,
five.
okay, five. Okay, Sky, you said something up in regards to Agatha about you spoke specifically about women um and how women are equal to men and can do the same thing as men. That kind of felt weird because the way that I understand it and the way that I've been taught to understand it, especially from my girlfriend, is we are not the same, but we need each other. We complement each other. There are things that all that we can do that the female can't do, and the things that the female can do that we lack. And so when we come together, we make a whole. You're looking at it from 2 plus 2 equal 4, but the way I see it is 1 plus 3 equal 4. So we're not the same, but we're equal in that regard. We When we come together, we get the same result as if we were equal. That's one.
That's
Um,
facts.
in regards to um Penguin, the way that
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking as I was looking for the videos to put in the comments, I got to thinking, yo, Penguin is kind of like Wilson Fisk from the Daredevil show with how he
Mm.
is. You piss him off, he's gonna wait and it's gonna catch you at the right moment and it's gonna fuck you up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Also, then well, other thing is the last time we're talking about Miles Morales
Okay.
and getting and him getting the Venom symbiote,
Okay.
and I asked the question if he would get what would it be like for him to get the Venom symbiote and have electricity powers.
Jeez.
And then
Mm.
yes, and I asked a question. I didn't get a satisfactory answer, but I went on Google, not Google, YouTube. Was randomly scrolling through shit, and
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to OG a while back. In the thereafter saying, "Hey, I guess this answers my question on that because Spider Man, was it not Spider Man? When Thor, something happened with him,
Mm-hmm.
and and then Miles Morales became the new Thor. They're like, oh, word. Okay, I can see it working now because I was thinking about the vibrations and the electricity, if that would affect the Venom symbiote, and that give me some sort of unsatisfying thing where I'm like, okay, fine, that's that. Next thing,
Okay.
the video that I posted in the comment the last time, did you see it? The
Yeah.
BVS thing,
Yes, I see it.
the
I
BVS
see.
rewrite. What
Yes,
did
I
you
see
think
it.
of that?
They were great. They wasn't like too cringy. They wasn't too problem esque. They
And that's a
I see
rewrite, mind you.
I see what what you see in these fan art fiction of writing. You
Hmm.
know, probably Kevin Feige is looking into those things, and but these writers that's on YouTube, they're probably at a start. They haven't done a lot of films, and Kevin Feige sees those things as well. So he's gonna choose the best writers for him that he
That
believes
he
that can
thinks.
win that he thinks
In
that
other
can
words,
win
he's
him
human
an
and
Oscar.
fallible.
Yeah, that can win an Oscar for him. You know, that's the thing that you gotta look into too. Like, yeah, these fans are rewriting these films that make it look good, but
They make
have
it
they?
look better, not good,
Uh,
better. It might not be the
you
best thing,
you could
but they
say
make it look.
better for me,
No.
good
Based on the one that
because
I showed you, based on what I showed.
yes,
Sure, there
based
are
on
others
what
out
you
there who
showed.
don't put in quality, but when I see quality, I like, yes, this is it. It might not be the best, but it's at least better than what we got officially.
Okay.
In
What
other
was
words,
your
more
last one?
the last one is, please remember to check out, for everyone in the chat currently, please
Hmm.
remember to check out the videos that I linked
I
in the
got you.
comments.
I'm gonna definitely look at it, and then
In terms of storytelling
in the
and
next
in terms of info.
podcast we have, we'll definitely chop it up before we start our podcast, and definitely
Mm,
look at these uh YouTube fan art, and definitely give you my critique on all of them. Because
nice,
you never
nice.
know. But definitely, it's been a pleasure for having you guys here. Uh, Again, I like the dynamic of this show. I like that more people is coming into the podcast to give it another dynamic. I love the competitiveness of it. That's what I like, because this is what Collide is all about. Collide is all about giving that dynamic, giving that how you feel about something, how you strive for something, how you think about the set of DC and Marvel, and how it's gonna be in the future with these sets of shows and films that's coming across. We're gonna judge it. We're gonna give you the knuckle sandwich that you gonna want. You may not like
Mm.
these knuckle sandwiches, but we gonna tell it like it is. Or it may not. The knuckle sandwich may not come from me. It may come from Nas. It may come from OG. It may come from Scott. You never know. But these knuckle sandwiches is gonna come maybe left or right. You just gotta be ready, Marvel. Be ready, DC, because we're gonna come. We're gonna come for that throat. We're gonna tell you that we don't like the direction you're hitting us with. Just like, for example, again, I hate to go back and forth with it. Madam Web, Secret Invasions, She-Hulk. Uh, if you want me to go more, I would, but due to lack of minutes of podcasts and everybody have time and energy to do other things, I'm gonna keep it as that. You know what it is. You know what the fans want. You know what time it is. Give us good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Excuse my French, but give us
Amen.
good shit.
A
If you
fucking
don't,
man.
if you're not gonna give us good shit, you don't get this knuckle sandwich. Sorry, sorry, you don't get this knuckle sandwich. But then again, you know, it's been fun. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to come in on Clubhouse, join the fun, and let me hear your knuckle sandwich theories and commentaries and shit. Come in here and do the shit talk. I ain't scared. I ain't scared at all. Cause I'm gonna hit your shit to the park. One last commentary. Pat, you here with me?
Yo,
Any last thoughts before we close out?
nah, just make sure y'all tune in the next 2 weeks. Let's run it up on this Penguin, see how good it gets within the course of 2 weeks, and then we'll be right back here, man, with another episode.
And there it is. Collide.